We have actually missed one somewhere along the line.
Yo! Welcome to Team RaddTitan, and welcome to the Weekly Collectors Chat. We missed last week. If you don't know already, I'm George, Gio, and that's Alex over there in the sort of strange yellow hoodie. Looks like a high school girl with a beard. But yeah, we're moving swiftly on. We're going to be going through the latest update today. We should have a lot of bits and pieces to go through. So we'll try and catch up and see what we've missed. I've sent Alex loads of pictures today, so, and got a few requests to see how Darkseid is looking as well. So I'm sure there's going to be a few people in the comments that really can't wait to see that.
Well, the ones who were like, are we talking about it again?
Yeah, why? You've seen so many pictures of it. Yeah. I went on that person's channel and he could do with looking at more of it, to be honest, because that fucking guy couldn't shoot a barn door with a machine gun.
Right. Anywho, I just downloaded Matrix, by the way.
Oh yeah, nice. Let me know if it's any good.
What happened was with Spider-Man, Disney had a bit more confidence in Spider-Man, so they said, you know what, we're not going to do this straight to streaming. We're going to send this to the cinema, and it had a week which was bigger than Endgame, I think it said. Was Endgame the biggest one? Yeah, so it actually beat Endgame in the first week. Not overall, obviously, but the first week beat the first week. And then Matrix 4 just goes, Warner Brothers are like, we'll just release it to HBO Max and the cinema at the same time. So that would definitely affect sales. You'll get a lot of people who just say, well, I'm just going to get that for a month instead of going to the cinema, which will probably cost me like the same as 4 months.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, cinema's so expensive now. I mean, last thing I went to go see Dune, and it cost me it would have been $50. It would have been about $50 to go to the cinema for 2 people. I didn't buy any food. Like literally, that's just getting the tickets. I mean, it was IMAX, but it's
we'll never pay that, man. I never pay that. I'll just buy it. I'd buy the steelbook for that and just keep watching it.
Yeah, well, or not.
I really don't like people at the cinema as well, so that's a bit of a problem for me. So it's an easy sort of decision to make because people pick up their phones and start looking at them.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. I really can't.
I had to give some guy a little bit of a nudge because he kept checking his phone, and he kept on doing that with his Apple Watch, kept lighting up. He was
really?
Like that. Yeah.
That just sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, not good, is it? There's actually we're not going to have any more shows before Christmas, are we?
No, because I think Christmas is Saturday. So happy holidays for everyone.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy Hanukkah. Happy
everything that you want.
Hope what's his name, Mayor? Hope you get your little dreidel, and hope you light your menorah.
All right, Ross, fucking calm down.
It's one of my Jew friend. We have to.
I'm the holiday armadillo. Your part Jewish friend.
But so we'll do one next. We'll try and do one next week before New Year. We'll try and get the awards done. So and it's not fun, but so we'll try and get those all sorted out and agreed upon before the next week, I guess.
It's optimistic, but let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Yeah. All right. Oh, someone said one of the main reasons that Spider-Man isn't on Disney Plus is it's a Sony movie and Marvel only gets 25% of the revenue from ticket sales. Oh, maybe why then? Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because like Black Widow was Marvel, not Sony. So they went straight to Disney. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. But still,
I love Black Widow. I didn't mind that.
I felt
fine. Myself developing a little bit of a crush on her baby sister, and then but then I saw who she without the accent and the attitude. I don't fancy her at all.
She's from Norwich.
I found out who she was, and I was like looking into her and stuff, and I was like, I don't fancy you at all. Just Black Widow version. It's the only one that I like.
Yeah, she's from up in Norwich, isn't she?
She's got a beautiful voice. Yeah. She's got a beautiful voice. Fantastic singer.
Oh, really?
She did YouTube videos before. She's done them pretty much all her life since she was little, and she's really, really good. She's exceptionally good.
I've seen her in person. I went to see some Florence Pugh. I went to see a game show, and she was on the game show. and she was like, everyone was like, dressed up. And she must have been going on to another event because she was like really dressed up. She looked really good. But it was because I went to go see something in one of the studios, which was near where they were filming Black Widow. So obviously she came from there. But yeah. And all right. Merry Christmas, Omar. If I can open that up. There you go. Merry Christmas. Chin chin.
God bless you, brother. Hope you're well. Sending love.
Good. Hope your back's doing well. Hope everything's good with the family, Omar.
It's nice to see some OG people, man. I'm starting to get quite despondent with the community in a minute, man. All the OG people are sort of falling away.
I don't think that's a new thing, though. I mean, we had that like when we were starting.
Yeah, but the more and more of them are going. There's just so many people now.
Yeah.
Well, so many people.
I think it happens. I think just like you do lose a bit of interest in it over time, and there's a point as well where, unless you sell your whole collection and keep reshuffling it, you both of us are kind of, well, I'm not there at the moment, but because I've just moved, but I've got enough pieces to fill my place at the moment. You've filled your room, and you've got enough pieces coming in to give you trouble already. So we've slowed down a lot,
Yeah, so I just paid for Darkseid for Doomsday to be shipped.
Doomsday, yeah.
I got Benjamin Torres sorting me out.
I'm going to be paying for my Thanos on Throne, Queen Studios. Well, he's not really on a throne. Thanos on pipe, and basically they keep sending me like different invoices. So they sent me an invoice.
You trying to pick the best one?
Yeah. Well, one of them was all right, and then the next one was for 2 pieces, and it weren't so all right. So yeah, so I need to sort that out. I'm trying to think what else has been. Other than that, not really doing any pre-orders at the moment. I'm still trying to. I get people sending me stuff, and I'm just like, I got to chill. I got to sort of like New Year. My New Year's resolution is going to be to sort of like work out what I'm doing.
It's funny that because I have never throughout my whole time in this hobby ever been sent that. Nobody ever sends me no one ever sends me like pre-order stuff to buy. Ever.
Well, no, I just get people going like, what about this, what about that all the time.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
No? Probably because you probably don't engage as much as I do with the conversation. You're probably like, fuck off.
I've never ever got that. Like, honestly, I never have.
No.
No.
I get it daily, and maybe I'm just more approachable than you.
You're definitely more approachable than me. That's not without a doubt. There's no doubt whatsoever about that.
Oh, God. All right, let's see who is in the house. Don't have my mouse today, so I've got to use my keyboard.
Great. It looks like you're sort of trying to locate a clitoris every time I look up at you. Fantastic.
So, yeah, Felix, 69 minutes till live action. We're already live now. How's it going, Felix? That's a new one. Jason Perkins, will the boys be on time to give us Xmas miracle? No. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. How's it going, Yellen? Busting Up Bar, good evening. 69 seconds until we're live. Hot action.
Someone's fucking lost. Felix is really lost.
Felix, you're in the wrong group, mate. Evening, no boys, hunky dory. How's it going? Stuck up on Inferno.
Yo.
Alonso, I don't think you were far off because you're an hour ahead of us. I don't think you were far off with your guest there. Finally here, yo, how's it going, George?
Yo, man.
That's the mad king, that is. Yo, Merry Christmas. Oh, man, Tito, California. What's up, gents? Where is everybody? We're here now. Liam Best in the house, just got some ink done. I was winding him up today. He sent me a picture of it because he was telling me yesterday or the day before.
Is that fucking Spider-Man stuff?
Well, he sent me some messages going, I've got my friend, he's doing it on my leg. And, what do you think of the design? I'm like, yeah, it's cool, And then, he sent me the picture today. And I was like, my response was straight away, I was just like, I'm going to fuck with him. Because I was waiting for you. And I'm like, oh, come on. So I'm a bit like, frustrated waiting for you. So I'm just like, get his picture. And he goes, oh, yeah, what do you think? And I'm like, I thought you were getting on your leg. And he goes, oh, yeah, that is my leg. And I go, oh, I thought it was an arm. Sorry. Little chicken leg. Yeah. Just to wind him up anyway. Lightning Trip. What's up, everyone? 2022 around the corner. Welcome. That's the new one as well. Decadent. What's up, lads? Merry Christmas, everyone. How's it going? Liam Best Humbug. Busting up one of the main. Okay, I read that one out already. Oh man, Tio, Spider-Man was a great movie. Haven't seen it yet. Heard a lot of very positive comments about it. Lots of positive reviews. I've only seen one negative review out of it. Only one negative review. Yeah, someone just said it was just unnecessary. They were just like, it's unnecessary. The only thing the only thing it did for him was made him want to go back and watch the old ones and never watch that one again.
Somebody didn't get his cock sucked that week.
Yeah. Chris Egan, how's it going? What's up? XM Doomsday. Yeah, XM Doomsday.
Thanks, man. It is, yeah.
Congrats. Permica, yo, happy holidays, fellas. All the best. Eat up, drink up on the festive season. Have fun with your loved ones. God bless.
It's a good message. Very good message indeed.
How's it going over in New Zealand? Am I giving that wrong? Yeah. Probably because Gio might hate the piece. Yeah. Well, I do say if I don't like something. Dark Cross up, guys. How's it going?
Oh, man, I think, yeah, it's funny because the other day I come across a Dark Side video. Who's the guy? Someone did a Dark Side video.
Sit back, all we can see is your big forehead.
I'm on my forehead, you fucking idiot. No, it's not that big, look.
It is, but it's like filling up the whole screen.
Better head than you've got as well, fuckface.
Hair.
Yeah, somebody did a Dark Side. Someone did a Dark Side review, right? And he basically he gave his opinion on why he thinks it looks the way it does. Obviously, he made a lot of allowances for how shit the paint was and tried to basically say it's the art direction and what they were going for and all this kind of shit. It was very excusable. And someone, and I was like, I didn't agree with anything that this person was saying as I was watching it. But I read through the comments. I just wanted to see like what the feed was like. And, a lot of sheep in there. But I also had someone going, oh, when Gio sees this, he's going to be fucking pissed. Gio from RaddTitan is going to be so fucking pissed that you like the colours. I was thinking, fucking hell, man. I was just like, you know what? Why would I be upset that someone is happy, like with their purchase? How does that affect me? It doesn't help me at all. You know what I mean? It doesn't help me that if everybody is pissed off, it's not any benefit to me. It's like I was just like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? A part of me was like, found it really funny, right? And then the other part of me was kind of pissed off because I was like, why are you bringing up my fucking name and my channel on another person's channel? And my opinion, you know what I mean? The part of me was a bit like that, you know what I mean? So it was, part of me thought it was funny, and the other part of me was like, hold up a minute, you've come onto another channel and gone, this person from this channel is gonna fucking hate you because you said something. It's a bit like just like office fucking schoolgirl shit that I was just a bit like, oh no. But in a way, it just made me think how some certain people perceive me in the hobby, which is I'm gonna fucking go after this poor guy because he's happy with his purchase.
Wasn't Black Widow meant to be released in cinema? Johansson went.
They pulled that.
Yeah,
they pulled that out of it.
Yeah, she went
part of her bonuses and financial bonuses were affected because it didn't hit the marks it was meant to, because they did that, and she sued them for it basically.
Well, it was meant to be something as well that
very easy to sue a company though when you're dead and there's no future really for you. It's kind of easy. I bet you 32-1 that she would never fucking do that if it's the Avengers first movie that happens for. She'd be like, yeah, I got another 8-9 movies on my contract. I just fucking chill that.
In all honesty, it's probably nothing to do with her. In all honesty, it was probably like her agent doing it all.
But you can't act. You can't act.
No, but you
can't act on your own.
Yeah,
they would need her permission to sue.
I don't know, of course.
Right, so don't sit there going, "Oh, well, you know what? It's got nothing to do with it. It has plenty to do with it." They would have come to her and gone, "You're not going to hit any of these things in your contract. So if you want to take legal fucking action against said party, we have grounds to do so." And she would have said, fuck yeah. Otherwise, you'd have said, no, leave it alone. Which gets to my first point, which is if it's one movie into your 10-movie contract, you say, yeah, leave that alone. If it's your last movie, you're like, fuck it. Let's just roll the dice and see what happens.
Well, the other side of it as well is I think what happened with Justice League is obviously the Snyder Cut that went straight to HBO Max. I don't think they had any cinema releases for that.
No,
I think they just paid everyone out. But that's quite a weird one as well because obviously they've already been paid for the movie. So
strange.
But I think Warner Brothers did a few things with like Wonder Woman as well. They paid her out rather than just going through it. They just went, yeah, here you go. Here's the money anyway, kind of thing.
Here's the bonus money you would have hit if you'd hit your numbers.
Not the full amount, but they would have just gone like, and I think in that kind of situation, especially with
probably best to,
just to go look out, this is what's happening. We're not going to have a full cinema release. We're not going to get the sales that we fall. You're not going to get the percentage of the sales. So here's X a million paycheck. If they probably would have gone to Scarlett Johansson and done that, she probably would have gone, yeah, it's understandable. It was a rough time, whatever.
But
I
agree. Yeah.
But I do think that Disney, the problem with Disney as well, there was a few other people that they was it like Mulan and something like that, where it went straight to Disney Plus and they didn't give any kind of payout to anyone in relation to it. So because of that, I think it needed someone of an A-list caliber to kind of make an example.
Kick off.
And to say to Disney, that ain't right. It ain't right. So I think it was a good thing that it happened.
Yeah, Disney, it's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, Disney are worth like so much money. I mean, when it gets to a point that you can't come to an agreement with a company to buy back your licenses or get your licenses back on your books, that you just say to them, well, fuck you then. If you don't want to come up to an agreement, we'll just buy you. We'll just buy Fox. And that's just what they did, didn't they? Rather than going, yeah, we want the X-Men. Oh, no, that's going to cost you this. Oh, it's too much money. How about we give you that? No. How about we do? No. How about? No. Fuck it. We'll buy Fox. It's crazy.
Yeah, fight coming back and negotiating with them after the X-Men situation. What else do they have? Fantastic Four. Fuck that. Just buy them.
Yeah. Yeah. Was then pissed off when he saw it?
So what?
The video, the Dark Side video, I'm assuming. Howdy, boys. No. Merry Christmas. How's it going, Craig? Do you guys ever look into anime stuff? I've only been following you guys a couple of months, so I wasn't sure. I saw a laughable Vegeta yesterday, which again, Gio, you would have had a field day ripping into it. We do the odd bit of anime. The only problem with a lot of the custom anime stuff is it's so vast that we try and show stuff that pops up that looks cool, or especially if Josh sends it to us. But other than that, there is so much stuff out there that we just don't know a lot about.
And the depth of the information is so deep. I mean, it's like you
thousands of episodes.
You can't not know. They all look. I don't want to say something ignorant, but you say this is something from something, and they'll be like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like you go through that a few times, and you're just a bit like, oh, fuck this. It just becomes a little bit like you have to, but like the people that follow a lot of that kind of stuff, it's almost more religion-like than the rest of the stuff. So you really do get a hard time. You mispronounce a name, or you pick the wrong episode that the fight's in, which we've done, or you get it wrong, which it can happen. It's just it's a less forgiving realm that you're sort of swimming in,
Well, I mean, that's kind of what was happening in the past. I mean, especially with something like One Piece, which is over 1,000 episodes. But whenever I used to see anything cool, whenever I was in Thailand or anywhere like that, it was always One Piece, Naruto, or what's the other one? One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, all those kind of ones. And they've all been running for such a long time. So, it's crazy.
Big following, big followers.
We've done some reviews for like Figurama and pieces like that. So we have a few reviews out there.
Yeah, we've done some Sume ones. We've done some other bits and pieces.
A lot of artists, comic book illustrators, are pissed Disney right now for not paying them what they're owed. Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. I mean, especially with I mean, they are a business, and they need to, obviously they do have percentage of sales and what people need to reach and goals and things like that. And if people are not reaching them, sometimes they do need to give it a bit of a leeway during this kind of situation. But got to be careful saying that the mouse might come and take me away. Yeah. Gio should do a review on England cricket team. Why are they bad?
I played cricket. I was at school.
Dark side.
I remember I played. And
Brian O'Rourke, Soundwave from XM Unreal. Alex, are you getting? I've seen a couple of videos. I've seen a load of pictures. I've seen it actually in person, and it is my favourite of all of the Transformers characters. If I was to get any, it would be Soundwave, but I'm just not going down that route. When XM had the misprinted Soundwave, so it was actually like 1/60th scale or 1/20th scale, so it was smaller, but still pretty big. I really wanted that because it was a more displayable size to have as a one-off piece. I just can't start another line. I can't start another line.
They're real Space Invader lines, and
yeah,
they'll kill your space. Then one piece is easily like 2.5 normal pieces. They're massive.
Oh, they are huge. So yeah. Well, is there anything you want to go through, or
no? My little nephew was born, so other than that,
congratulations! No. What do they name him?
Thanks. His name's Charles, so we call him Charlie, but it's Charles.
Yeah.
Charles William. So nice. So yeah, it's exciting times. I met him for the first time today, so that was. Other than that,
yeah,
everything is still good.
Oh, nice.
Like I say, Doomsday is shipping now. I think he's been going out tomorrow, so probably middle. I don't know how that works with Asia. Mate, he said tomorrow. It's probably now. Knowing fucking.
Well, he I was talking to him while he was at the office, so he has collected them today. So yeah.
He just wanted to make sure my address was right because he asked me to confirm it, and then I just was busy and was a bit of a prick and forgot about it. So then he sent me my address and went, "Is this it?" And I went, "Yes, that's it. Sorry." He was like, "Okay." I said, "All right, bless him."
I don't know. I don't even know what happened last time where I sent half of your address and half my address merged together.
It was a fucking mess that was. Thank you for that.
I don't know. Well, do your own fucking admin. Jesus. That's why you do it now.
I don't know why you're sending people my address. Just I should send it. Why did you do it?
Because you sent me the money and told me to pay for it, or I had your money and you told me to pay for it. I wouldn't do it without you telling me to do it. So don't.
It's just a strange thing how you basically was like my name, your street, my postcode, some other fucking place. It was just like, how does that even happen? I have no idea.
It's half mine, half. I don't know. I must have started doing it and then kind of started doing something else and gone back to it and then switched over to my address. You were probably talking to me at the time and probably distracting me.
Yeah, of course it's my fault, isn't
it? Richard Gauthier in the house. How's it going?
Yo.
Any hints on which pieces might make the awards list? Well, we don't want to spoil anything for ourselves because we don't know yet. But now we've got a list to go through. And
what I'm impressed with at the moment is I was impressed with that Balrog Gandalf diorama from Prime 1. I'm seeing more and more unboxings of that, and I think that looks very, very nice. I think it looks very, very nice. So, I wouldn't be surprised if that makes an appearance on the diorama list for sure. Because that looks a bit special.
Spoilers. I mean,
he asked for it. He said, "Any hints?" I just gave you one. Well, you asked me a question. I'll fucking answer.
Pretty much told him one.
Yeah, but that may get poo-pooed by you. I mean, if the group can get a fucking understand what a diorama is, maybe we'll be onto a fucking shorter thing. I basically put a thing up like a couple of weeks ago, going, I put any nominations for like small scale awards under 1/6, and everybody put 1/6 pieces in there.
Well, it's like you say, what's the best quarter scale piece, this year? And they'll go, I really like Sideshow Green Goblin from 2004. You'll be like, what? What is wrong with you? That's
No, that would have been at least it'd be the right scale. What I get is I like that Hobgoblin comic kit from Sideshow. Like, yeah, that was like 2009, and it's 1/5.
I'm 14 or so, but yeah. Been very close to buying that one a few times.
It's a nice piece. Really, I've seen it a few times. It's nice.
I've only ever seen the regular. I've never seen the exclusive. Got some Lord of the Rings shit coming out, to be honest. There's loads of Lord of the Rings stuff. The Warner Brothers are trying to push it because of the kind of 20th anniversary and all that business. So you'll see there's a lot of companies jumping on the Lord of the Rings stuff.
It just was quite impressive. I thought it looked really nice. I thought there was a lot going with it. I thought it was very well executed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just trying to think. Really, I mean, 2 weeks. Problem is, like, you try to think back, and
2
you're like,
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Do you have any fruit or vegetables, ma'am? Yeah. But yeah, I need to. Got some issues going on with CGC, which are like they're doing my fucking head in. They're doing my absolute head in.
Really?
Oh yeah. They damaged some books. They told me they were going to refund me, and then I look on my account and they've resent them all back to America, and I'm like, why have you bothered to send them back? You've damaged them all, and you've color broken them by damaging them. Yeah. Oh yeah, but we thought you should give us the opportunity to press and clean them and send them back. And I go, you broke the color. How can you get that pressed out? You're just wasting my time now.
No, what they're going to do is what they've done before, which is they're going to put it in a better case and give it back to you. They're not going to refund you shit. They're just going to give you some 9/8 cases, send the same shit comics back, and say, there you are. That's what you're going to get, mate. Well, or it's going to be up into like a 9/6 sort of level, whatever. That's what they're going to do because that's what they did. Yeah. We know they did it before.
They're just a waste. Just such a pain in the ass. If they didn't have such a monopoly, I wouldn't. That's the problem. Is like I don't like CBCS after all the business with the signatures. So CGC are kind of only the real bet, to go with.
Yeah.
And but I've slowed down quite a lot with them, to be honest with you. Slowed down. I did actually show my my Amazing Spider-Man #1 to the presser guy, James Gower, who's he's really good actually.
Genius. Yeah.
I sent him some images before, and I sent him the graders notes, and he was like, "Is it incomplete?" And I'm like, "No," and he goes, "Okay." So I met him to pick up Paul's books from. He lives up in Leighton Buzzard or something like that, but he comes to Watford a lot. So he came down, met him in a coffee shop, took him the Amazing Spider-Man #1. He looked over and he goes, "I could bump this up to easily bump it up if you want how much do they charge for that?" It's quite expensive. It's like 3.5% of the overall value or something. And I was like, yeah. So it's like it's £100 and something anyway. But so he was like, I reckon I could bump that up, and it could even go up higher. But I'm pretty sure it would go up because it's a 0.5 now. And he goes, that is way too clean for a 0.5. He just says, I don't understand why that's that, because a 0.5 would be incomplete, or there'll be there'll be a big chunk missing out the cover, or there'll be, this is way too clean. And he said that this could be a maximum of 1.8, and so
is there such a thing as a 1.8 grade?
Yeah, it's a weird one. It goes obviously there's all the page, no grade, cover, 0.5, but I think all the others are classed as 0.5s as well, and then it jumps up to a 1, 1.5, 1.8, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.54, all the way up to 9. Yeah.
Why does it only go 1.8 then 2? Why doesn't it go 1, 1.5? I don't. 2, well, like all the others do. That's just strange.
James gave me
goes 1, 1.5, 1.8, 2. Why?
It's he did talk to. He was talking for quite a long time, so I couldn't retain all the information. But it was
You were
basically
looking at your
along the
phone.
lines. I was listening because it was quite interesting, but it's to do with the fact I think that there's so many um, like points around there where there's like if the cover's detached, it will only reach this. If there's a chunk missing that's bigger than 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, it will only reach this maximum. And there's so many like maximum points that it
Yes.
was like, well, it's not quite a 2, but it's better than what. Oh, okay, we'll just add that. So they kind of added it in because of these kind of things like that. So that's it kind of made sense a bit. But he made it sound better than me.
Yeah, you really bored me. I was not surprised you didn't remember any of that.
Happy Christmas, everyone. How's it going? Marcus Bishop.
Cheers.
It's been a while, fellas. Good to hear you guys. Thanks for always holding it down for the community. Thank you for being here.
God bless, man.
I don't know if this one's a porn link or something. What's that? I wouldn't CGC a penny. A bunch of charlatans. Yeah. Ironing comics.
I'm not, to be honest with you, when you cut through all the bullshit, he ain't far wrong.
Yeah. They must have decided that there were many comics between those that are already graded 1.5 and 2. Well,
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it was just that it was to do with the fact that they are, if the staples are detached, it will reach this. If it's covered, if it's a chunk missing, it will reach out. And it was all this kind of business that he said that they're like benchmarks. So yeah, Carl, how's it going? Yo, yo, yo. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out my CGC stuff at the moment. Did you check out yours?
Yeah.
Did you check out? Yeah.
I checked them.
Happy?
Look awesome. Yeah, look awesome.
Cool beans. All right. Should we get the pictures then?
Yeah. I'm ready if you're ready.
I think I'm ready.
If you're ready, I'm ready.
But let me see how this goes then. No, not that one.
Looks mine.
Hey.
Yeah. There she is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
There
it is. So this is the repainted Darkseid piece from Ian Wilkinson. He's based in the UK. So this is my Sideshow Collectibles maquette Darkseid. This is the same lighting that I took pictures of the actual production piece on. You leave this up for a long time then, eh? But yeah, so it's all been redone from top to bottom. Got rid of that Cheeto hand, as you can see. Done the belt. Put some accents in, so with the Omega signs. Lightened up his skin tones. Put in about 20 different shades of blue. To bring it all to life. Repainted the base, changed all of that shit because it was awful. So there it is.
Oop. Didn't want to.
So there you got the that's the exclusive portrait there. So that's like that's the Kirby sort of look. And as you can see, sort of just repainted the eyes, changed the skin tones, brought all them details out. So it's much more alive now. It looks much more like Darkseid, I think this is the regular portrait. So this is the one with the sort of like the teeth and stuff. So yeah, you can see that I've sort of like there's quite a bit of glare on that sort of picture, but it's all sort of like in the cracks around his eyes and cheeks and the top of his nose where it's like yellows and oranges and reds. So like his beams burnt into his face. Oh, and I did. This is by Dan. Is it Dan Dynamic Forces? Dynamic Menace. Dan Dynamic Menace, isn't it?
Menace. Yeah.
Dynamic Menace. He hit me up with this cape. I bought this cape off him. It's a really nice cape. I basically, because I've got Doomsday coming, I basically shredded it down the middle, so that it was, not like fucking huge. Because it's like a proper cape. It's actually 4 a piece. It's for a proper Superman piece. He put all the battle damage in, all the melted sort of parts and the burnt bits on it. So that's how I've got it displayed at the moment with the cape, and then I've got a mother box as well for an alternative display that I just put on the base for now as well. The mother box of Man. Yeah, that's it there. So the mother box from the Snyder cut, the one that's defended by Cyborg. Dad's got it, in the lab. So yeah, that's the one I chose to use. I just thought the contrast on that one was better. I really like the color on it, that sort of oxidized brassy sort of look, which I really like. So that's it with that. Yeah, it's the back of it, yeah. And that's it on display. That's why I chose to put it. So what I did was I put it in there with the Thanos piece. That's the XM Studios Thanos, again, repainted by Ian Wilkinson's got a custom base on it. And I thought they looked fantastic together. So that's where it is on my display at the moment. I decided to move the Mistress Death in the middle, like she's almost choosing which champion to take with her to conquer Earth. She's got Earth like in her hands.
Who is Madala?
It's debatable. It's a hard choice. But they're pretty much the same sort of character, just, they're the same side, the different side of the same coin, really, to be honest. So, I could only answer that the way Stan Lee would answer it, which is whoever's writing the comic is the person that would win. So if it's Jim Starlin that's writing the comic, then Darkseid's going to get fucked. If it's, Jack Kirby or somebody from, modern day DC, Thanos is going to get his ass handed to him. So I just kind of liked, the little death in the middle of the two of them sort of making the choice. You got all the Avengers sort of relics, and then you've got you've got the fallen Justice League as well. But I actually have it with the cape, is how I display it at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit similar to the kind of Thanos look.
Cube.
Cube in his
Yeah,
hand,
exactly. That's exactly why I changed it. I think the other pictures of the cape. I'm sure I might not have sent it, but I'm
put up some of these replay complete. I think it looked. Yeah.
No one ever accused you of having a grand.
Stucker thinks because he's got a master's in art, he can paint it anyway.
Good, paint it. I'll send you something.
Yeah. Get your crayons out. Right. There you go.
Yeah, that's the
one. Oh, yeah, you can see it much better there with all the burns in there. Yeah. Yeah.
If you close up in his hand, though, I think I sent a picture of what it looks like in his hand. So, yeah, like that.
Is this the one that BMR was complaining was burnt and it shouldn't have been?
No, he did that with this same guy. It's the same guy, but he did it with the Batman one.
I'm joking.
But yeah, so this one with all the burns and things, I can manage to put all the burn holes and everything through his fingers. Yeah, so that it's basically just got the Superman crest right in the palm of his hand, which I really wanted to try and do. Took a little bit of time to get it right. But it looks great.
Did you put the cape on when he had the Cheeto hand?
No.
Oh, it
wouldn't have mattered, though. It wouldn't have mattered because the fingertips and the outside of the fingers are all discoloured anyway.
Yeah, but then it looks like, because it's bright, it would look like it's hot and it's melting it, no?
It could do. I'm not too sure. Mine was a little bit green. My fingertips, my finger around the outside, they're a bit green. Yeah, the colour sort of was meant to be sort of like a yellowy orange. It looked a bit green on mine. So, I think the contrast of the blue fingers, seems to work better for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on anyway.
So the cape is a nice touch there.
I really like the mixed media look to it as well. There's something about a bit of mixed media on a fully sculpted piece that I can't deny I like.
Yeah, it breaks it up nicely, doesn't it? So it adds that kind of contrast to it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I do like, because people were saying that some people they hate sculpted. They hate media capes. I actually think Sideshow do some really good media capes.
They do some very good media capes.
Obviously, this isn't Sideshow, but I know, but yeah.
No, this isn't. And that's what I did with the mother box.
Yeah. So
just popped it there for now, which I thought was just nice. I like the way it's just sitting there weirdly, like on almost sitting on its axis. I just kind of like that.
Yeah, cool. Very cool. Can't wait to see that in person. So this is just in there because they've changed the Punisher logo. People are going all up in uproar about the fact that now this is meant to be the new Punisher logo.
Is it a woke
But
Punisher?
then,
Is it?
I don't know, but when you actually read into it, it could be the fact that he's now he's with the Hand. So this is like going to be. It looks like it could be a temporary thing. People are going off like it's a huge thing. It's an iconic, logo. It's been changed, and what the fuck and whatever. But I don't know. It could just be a temporary thing for the story. You don't know. Could be a woke thing.
It looks shit either way.
Yeah, it does look shit.
Temporary, part-time, doesn't matter. Symbol shit.
This is something as well. I just wanted to. I meant to ask you about it another time, but this is something where people, this artist, basically burns art into a blank cover. So he uses
Cool.
like a soldering iron, burns it into the cover to draw.
Can't be 9/8 then.
My understanding is if you're burning it into the cover, you're damaging that cover.
Yeah, that's not a 9/8.
There's no way you can draw by burning it unless So this is, it even says cover burned by hand, legal burning by Randy, whatever. And I do think it looks really nice. I think it looks cool.
Looks amazing, yeah.
But I'm not questioning because obviously he's done his homework and he's found out that he can do that and it still comes back a 9/8. But I was having this conversation with someone about, so if you have flaws on your comic, obviously not the white covers, but if you have a flaw on like a coloured cover, and then you burn a coloured cover, is that still going to be a 9/8?
Should be, shouldn't it? Because they're not including it in this.
Yeah,
so
because you can't. Or are they going to go now? Well, only this guy can burn them. Or some like
this just creates a lack of transparency. It's a problem
because obviously with this,
I like it. I like the art. I love that. I love something like that myself.
Fantastic.
But I completely agree with you. It's creating a problem in terms of now if you have a color comic and it got burned and they take points off it, you're going to turn around and say, well, hold on a minute, Skeezer's burned the entire whole comic and you've given him a 9/8. That can't be possible.
Of course. Yeah.
The problem, isn't it? It's a problem you don't really want to create for yourself.
Raise that because of that. Josh in the house. RaddTitan just finished Hawkeye season finale. I'm glad I made it in time for the chat. Were you guys happy? Early Christmas to you both. Happy Christmas to you
bless
too.
You. Thanks very much.
I've got Hawkeye to watch. It definitely woke Punisher the power to be said the original had to change as it's becoming a symbol of hate. Fucking snowflake lefties. Liam Best. I've had people ask me today, what does thwomp mean? I know you boys would know. Or is it just when Spider-Man shoots his web or something? Isn't it?
I would say it's when you throw one over your thumb.
When you what? Would you throw one over your thumb?
Yeah. I need to break that down anymore for you. Was that not straight enough?
No. Yeah. Anyway.
Don't know about anyone else has to sound mine, mate. Maybe I'll do it myself thinking I'm Spider-Man.
Ada Wong. This is from the
Did
Dark
I see that
Side.
last week?
I think we did, but then they released it after we showed the pictures, so it actually has the breakdown of what it comes with now.
Okay.
So this is from Dark Side Studio Collectibles, and it comes with quite a lot of switch outs. So it comes with one right arm holding the Tommy gun, one right arm holding the sniper rifle, one holding the knife, one interchangeable front portrait with glasses, one interchangeable short head portrait looking to the side, long hair portrait looking to the side, and it comes with the certificate of authenticity. So yeah, it just
three heads, 2 right hands, 2 left hands. Yeah.
I think only one left hand.
There's
three heads, 2 right arms, and 1 left.
Holding the knife. Is it just knife? Isn't she got one hand that's got nothing in her hand?
No, just a knife. It looks like.
Well, is a knife there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see it from this.
It's quite clever as well because the way that the switch outs are done, obviously, is by a choker and the band on her arm. So it's quite seamless. Very, very good. Then you got the Captain Kirk coming, so this goes up in
Ah,
pre-order. I believe this goes
dude,
up on the 28th.
I'm a bit gay for James Tiberius Kirk, man. If this comes in, I'm gonna have to. If this comes in, I have to keep it. Just out of principle.
Is he your man?
He's my man. There's no doubt about it.
The trousers look a bit better on this than the Spock one as well, don't they?
But it's different. Well. It's a different uniform. This looks to me like, this looks maybe like original series or something to me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's very, very cool. So yeah, man. It's a big fan. Cool. I got all the steelbooks in recently, like of all the complete seasons and that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never really. I love it. I've just never really been into Star Trek. I've never really watched it.
I always had this sort of like weird gayness for the fact that him and Spock, their relationship. I really liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I really liked that. He's not meant to have any emotion and stuff, and there's a few episodes where he breaks character with that. Where he's worried about him. It's just nice. I don't know. It's the real bromance stuff, which I kind of like.
Okay. Does yeah?
Yeah, it does.
And this is like House of Gog have announced that the Skinner's doing some designs for them, and they've got them coming soon. So he does some really kind of psychedelic, vivid stuff, like a mix of horror, humor, sci-fi, fantasy, all that kind of work.
Sounds like a good mix.
Yeah. He also did a cover of the from Heavy Metal. So he did Heavy Metal 277, which I don't know whether that's a clue of what he is actually. I don't know why that starred out there. Oh, that's why it looks like the woman's taking a shit or something. Okay. So yeah, really cool sort of monsters and stuff there. Really cool, like really bright colours. And I do have an image, I think, of his cover of Heavy Metal. So again, that's the one from Heavy Metal that he did. So yeah, really kind of obviously he's been high on the mushrooms or something. Crazy stuff. So I'm really looking forward to see how that translates to an actual statue, because obviously with House of Gog they do look, like the colours that they use are really great, especially with all of the their lines before. And yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with this. Really interesting. Isn't Thwomp the sound of a Dutch runner? Picard is better than Kirk, Josh is saying.
Go fuck yourself, Josh.
Go back to your accountancy studies. Oops. So, I didn't get these pictures. Sorry, the Iron Studios have got some stuff coming from the Justice League as well. So they've got the Nightmare Batman, they got Darkseid, and they got Wonder Woman coming in 1/10. Oh, actually, I did show the Wonder Woman last week. We did show something like that last week. Sorry, 2 weeks ago.
This look really cool.
Sorry, Skinner's book, Don't Have Feelings, is awesome. I thought that'd be up your alley, Stucker. And
this, this where's like a doll's eyes when you need him. He's got to get this, surely. This has got to be right up. This is like 1/15th scale, 1/20th scale, something like that.
I did actually read it today, but I can't remember. 16th, was it? No.
I think it's like 1/20th scale or something like that, or in between those two scales.
Yeah. It's expensive, though.
So fucking cool, though, man.
Yeah.
How expensive is it? What's the price?
How much figures?
What's the size of it?
I don't know.
1/20th. Like it's a proper boat, in it. It's a 20th size of a boat. What's the size of that?
$3,050.
Jesus Christ.
Without shipping, without taxes.
Oh, no.
There you go.
How big is that?
It's not that. I mean, 31 inches in height, 41 width, and 14.6 in depth. So that's 79 centimeters by 104 centimeters by 37.
Seems like it's about
24 kilos.
Seems like it's about $1,400 overpriced.
Well, I don't know.
I would have said $1,600 to $1,800, something like that.
I mean, again, you don't know
I
because you
don't.
don't know what the licensing costs
I
are. and
don't.
things.
But I'm talking about something around that kind of size, a diorama of that kind of size. I don't think you're looking at 3K. Just don't see it.
Yeah.
I think that I don't know any of the details of this until you just mentioned it. So I'm just purely going off my guts here. And I
expensive
think
stuff,
I
man.
think that's really high.
Yeah.
People need to be careful because I think people are confusing this COVID thing with insanity, too much insanity.
Yeah. Well, where's it gone? God, it's just got off the screen now. There you go. Look, Jalen saying we're going to need a bigger boat. But the price of these Iron Studios pieces seem crazy. This one of the DeLorean and nuts. This isn't Iron. Oh, it is Iron Studios. Sorry,
It is Iron Studios.
It is Iron Studios. Sorry, 4 feet. Jaws. How does that die? It costs 3K. Looks cool, but we're going to need a bigger boat. Who the hell are buying these things? Yo, yo, yo. Happy Christmas, mofos. How's it going? Happy
Yo,
Jason
brother.
G. Superman Kelly. This looks hilarious on the Sideshow site. It's so big. It's blurry. And it goes off the screen. Oh, really?
Jesus, man.
All right. Yeah, so this is a big old piece, but yeah, the price is a lot of money. This is Prime 1 Gypsy Danger. So just as one picture come up on Prime 1, so I just want to show that. One of the things I did see, which I can't find the picture anymore, is the actual visor part opens up and you can actually see the little controllers inside, little guys inside.
Chairs.
Really cool.
Awesome,
really cool. Yeah. This is
pilots.
a Resident Evil piece. So this is Resident Evil 3, which I think is Claire Redfield. And this is Pure Arts. So yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, it is a cool piece. Looks pretty cool. Detailing looks cool on there. A lot of Resident Evil pieces coming out because I know, like Capcom giving their license out to everybody recently. So there's a lot of Resident Evil pieces coming out, a lot of Street Fighter pieces coming out, and then you'll see a lot of other pieces as well. Devil May Cry, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, very cool.
Dynamic though, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. A piece. There you go. So it's 16.5 inches, which is 44.5 centimeters. It's not that big. It's not too bad. It's quite displayable still.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what's the price of it?
The only problem is the face does look a little kind of lifeless, considering she's jumping.
That's a terrible face.
Yeah.
On an action pose. I mean, they're getting a little bit like this. XM are doing this too. They need to fucking snap out of this and all because they're doing a little bit of this false faces.
They did change it.
No, but in general, they have been recently. There's a lot of them floating about at the moment. Two poses and both of them very sort of nonchalant. In these action poses, man, they need to have some emotion in there. There's no emotion there.
Yeah.
Something about the skin tones on this as well look a little bit too doll-like as well for me.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, especially when you have...
You look at her back there, you look at her hands there, you look at her shoulders, it's shiny, doll-like. It don't look right.
She looks a bit kind of, I don't know, like she's like a bit Oriental or something, a bit like Filipino or something. She's got like a darker skin. I don't know. So something about it just doesn't.
She looks retarded, Pino. I don't know about anything else. She looks like she's like thinking about doing her shopping. She's jumping back, fighting through the zombies, shot it in the head. And she's just at this moment that this angle's hit. She's gone, did I leave the stove on? It's just like, yeah, she's not in the room.
Yeah. Like any woman when I talk to them. Yeah, this then is the 1/3 scale Purgatory from Pop Culture Shock. So this is the sculpt for that. That's going to be really big.
It's too early to see shit like this, to be honest.
Yeah, it is too early.
This stage, I'll just ignore this sort of shit. It's just too early for this.
There's
no work gone into that yet, not really.
This is the media for the Ghostface from Scream, Pop Culture Shock. Took me a while to work that out because I've had that on my phone.
Looks like a fucking spunk rag somebody took a photo of to prove.
Well, I thought it was going to be like one of those ring wraiths or something. I was just like, what is it? I couldn't remember.
Is this
then
what constitutes teases these days?
Yeah.
A fucking half-assed render and some spunk rag on the floor. Jesus fucking Christ.
This then is the Balrog. So this comes in a couple of versions as well, a couple of sizes. This is the big one. The Polder
Who's this
edition.
from?
Queen Studios. Queen Studios, yeah, big. Also the Queen Studios 1/1 Captain America with the Mjolnir life-size bust. Been delayed a little bit, but yes, that's coming soon.
Never could get past the missing arm.
Yeah, I didn't like that, even with little Bowen busts when he's got one arm. It bothers me a bit.
Sort of in front of him as well, which just looks worse.
Yeah, I mean, even the Spider-Man one that they did was like that. You know, the one.
It's like I can do this all day,
Yeah.
even with one arm.
These are the factory shots, I believe, of the Queen Studios Joker.
Prime 1's version's been absolutely slammed, hasn't it?
Been murked, man. Yeah,
It's been caned on the groups everywhere.
They go down at all very well. This is funny because I saw this and I was just like, oh, okay, it's just like a custom piece. Oh no, it's Queen Studios. Oh, it's a bit museum for Queen Studios and whatever. And then realised it's life size.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is a life size Infinity War Spider-Man. Light ups, that kind of business going on. Yeah. God.
Crazy.
For me, I just can't have a guy standing in the corner of my room.
Not without charging him rent anyway.
192 centimeters tall. Yeah, okay. 27 wide and 108 deep. Damn. There they go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Unfortunately, this picture's a bit blurry, but it does look really good on the. Does it look all right on your side?
Yeah, check out Gooch's review of it as well, man.
Yeah.
Gooch reviewed it, and he did a cracking job of it, and it does look really nice. He did a good job on this sideshow. See, if it's things like this that just really piss me off more, because this is a much more complicated paint application, and they've delivered this, in my opinion. So it's just really the project, the inconsistency of them is just really hard to swallow sometimes.
Yeah.
Because this is a hard job, you know. There's a lot of things you can fuck up with this. There's buckles and straps and bloody hands, skin tones, teeth. You know, there's loads of metal, contrasting colours, materials. It's just so much to fuck up. And, you know, if they gave this to the same factory they gave their dark side to, you know, we'd all be laughing our tits off at
them
this
teeth
moment.
Are clean. Look how clean their teeth are.
Yeah, super
great
good work.
Really good. Yeah.
Really good work that they've done on this one.
And this is a bit better on my screen. So I've got like a really big screen, so it kind of stretches everything out. But yeah, it looks great. Really good. So just go through a few. Apparently the Jaws is 1/20th. Mark Collins saying. The Brody likeness is garbage though. Evening lads, sorry I'm late. Glad you joined us.
Better late than never, Stu boy. Don't worry.
Master Safari would have been a nice detail. Is there an exclusive with the giant gargoyle eyes? I don't know what that was now. Oh, goggly eyes. Jill. Oh, is it Jill? Yeah, sorry. Jill Valentine. Sorry. Her face is so lifeless. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it really is.
It's Quinn being eaten, not Brody. It's Quinn being eaten, not Brody.
Yeah, you didn't say Brody, did you? Did you say Brody?
Mark Collins said Brody.
He's in the doorway.
Yeah. Oh, unless they are both in there. So, yeah. Cap without a shield is dead on arrival. I think Queen Studios reworking the Cap bust based on feedback. Well, I doubt they'll give him another arm, though. Yeah, it came out fantastic. They butchered more important characters like Darkseid. I love this Batman Who Laughs piece. Seriously tempted.
It's very simple. This is a more complicated paint scheme, so it's gone to a better factory. It's very simple. They just sent Darkseid to a shit factory. It's really that simple. That's all that happened.
The new Dancing Sideshow Wolverine is out to a couple of pics on Facebook. Can't believe they released that shit. Yeah, got some pictures of that coming.
That's a fucking horrible piece.
It's one of those pieces I really want to see in person, and I really want to see it, and I want to go, okay, in person it's so much better. I want it. That's what I want. That's how I want to feel, but I don't see how I can feel that. So yeah, this looks great, really nice. Also, the Sideshow now teaser they're doing the Dark Knight Returns premium format, sculpted by Daniel Bell. That just looks like so fragile.
I don't know. Just can't tell anything from that. I have to have a look.
Yeah.
The only thing is, what I would say.
Very iconic cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing you would say?
No, I was going to say, I would have used to worry about him doing overly thick set and bulky sort of guys, but then he did the Bane so well that you shouldn't be too worried about it, to be honest.
I mean, the one thing you won't, I may be proved wrong, but the one thing you rarely see or you don't see is him doing females. I don't think you've seen him do a female sculpt, have we?
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah. So, and you haven't seen him doing anything. I mean, Bane is a more lean Bane. He's still big, but he's a lean Bane. You haven't seen him do any like Hulk kind of characters, have we?
No. I mean, he's not massive like Darkseid is, that Bane, but he's still big. Very aesthetically pleasing Bane, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
His build is length to him. He's got long sort of limbs. He's got a long torso and shit. So it's much more pleasing physique.
Well, it's more like the original style, isn't it? Where he's like a wrestler kind of
Chuck Dixon sort of style. Yeah.
But
like with Darkseid, for example, the Martin Canal sculpt, I'd rather fight Bane.
Oh, the Bell did the Gladiator Hulk. Yeah, okay, that's a big one.
Gladiator Hulk.
The Gladiator Hulk Sideshow one.
Oh, that fucking horrible one. Oh yeah,
kind of punching the squid or whatever.
I tried to forget about how shit that piece was.
I want to go Batman, but not the Dark Knight. I already have the Prime on Dark Knight 3.
I
can't bring myself to order that Wolverine. I love the sculpt, but the fucking art direction is absolute shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's really horrible.
It's really bad.
All right, so then this is something I just wanted to bring up because I was looking on Sideshow earlier and I just have no idea what they are smoking. This is basically Queen of Madala, and this is by, from what I could see, is Leandro Studios. And so it's Queen of Madala. Looks like it's around quarter scale, 1,000 edition size.
Okay.
Made of cold cast porcelain. Okay, looks. Yeah, okay. $4,190.
Is it just one of them?
Yes.
It's the only one. There's just one.
Well, that's the statue. There's 1,000 edition size. Ryan Vegetech saying Leandro is a super expensive collectible figure. Never heard of him. But again,
what's super expensive about it? Because he sculpted it.
I don't know. I honestly, I've never heard
go
of the
close
company.
up into it. Let's have a look how it looks.
I've never heard of the company before. This is not the one to go close up on. Sorry.
Looks like it belongs on top. It looks like it belongs on top of a fucking cake.
It looks like it belongs on top of the toilet roll. Do you know, like,
yeah,
my grandma used to have that, like the knitted toilet roll thing where you put the spare.
Yeah. All right, it's subjective. Let it be. If you've got 4K to throw at that, by all means, man. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
It's crazy. I mean, even the face don't look that great. It looks like a porcelain doll. It doesn't look, Did you get a picture of my chromed Bell Surfer? Afraid not, buddy. Afraid I didn't get one, Jerry. Send me over on PM and we'll try and show it next week. 4K. Even Madala looks bored with herself. Yeah, when I saw that price, I'm just like, Apparently, they're a Spanish company that started in the 50s. Okay.
Great. That justifies everything.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the Wolverine.
Oh, fuck. This looks so much worse.
The thing about this, though, is the actual.
It looks
You can
worse.
see, that a lot of work has gone into it. You can see, the face has been sculpted well. The textures are there. There are elements on there that are good, but the pose is just like, what the actual fuck?
Looks like he looks like he's tripped over the tree.
Yeah.
Looks like he's ran and tripped over it. He's gone, and he's turning around going, fuck. He's falling.
It's
awful. It's so
shame.
much worse. It's so much worse than I anticipated it being as well. Now the base looks so small underneath him as well. It's just a bit like, oh.
Well, I think these pictures have been taken up and they're looking down.
Prospectively, that's right.
Yeah. But I do think the face looks great. I do think that
elements
of the anatomy are great.
Sculpt is good.
Yeah.
Pose is a bit. The work that's gone into it is great, but the art direction is absolutely shit. It's like
bad. Doesn't an engagement ring? Isn't it meant to have a diamond? It's almost like that, isn't it? Like the end of Friends or whatever. Yeah, God. Oh man, it's so weird. I'm amazed anyone bought that Wolverine. Yeah. Oh God. This is then Sinky Labs Akuma.
So I thought this was a fan art Akuma, but it's not. It's like 1/6 scale one. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is a bit lean. It's a bit leaner than the like Akuma of today, but it reminds me of like the proper OG Akuma.
Well, this
this is the very first one when he first appeared.
The same company that did the Little Devilman I've got. Yeah, did that.
It's cool.
It's cool. Yeah,
I quite like it. Looks like it's a traditional sculpt. Is that right?
I believe so.
Dude, it looks well like a traditional sculpt.
Yeah,
that looks like a traditional sculpt. That. Should find out.
It looks nice. I can't find out. Decadent said he took a punt and PO'd.
I think you
sometimes
you dig that character. I like that. I like how it looks.
Yeah.
This is the new sort of tweeter heads bust, isn't it? The He-Man one. That's what they're teasing here.
This is like 4K. Good Spell Company. 1/6 scale Superman. Crazy. What? Definitely want this piece up on a high shelf. Dude, if you're talking about the Wolverine, you want it on any shelf that you can't see, like a really high shelf.
I think he's thinking about the 4K fucking Madala.
God. They make very high-end home accessories, but why would they get into pop culture stuff is beyond me. They don't understand the market. Maybe they've already got a fan base. I don't know. That could as well. Nice. This then is the teasers for the tweeter heads at busts. So that's the obviously the He-Man and Skeletor.
Yeah, but I think the Skeletor one is actually the one that they've made. He-Man is the render that they've put next to it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing there.
No, I'm trying to get it back so I can. There you go. Also, Tweetheads have then got the black suited Superman. So got out of there. Looks cool. 1/6 scale.
Yeah, hope Stuart Murray gets this. I like hearing his opinions on the group. It's one of my favourite posts. It's one of my favourite posts on RaddTitan actually when his stuff pops up. He really puts up like a lot of detail on and there's very articulate. I enjoy it.
Yeah. No, he does.
I enjoy reading his stuff.
Did Sideshow give you any guff when you critique their pieces? Geo was the only collector I saw calling out the dark side paint on the job on the stream. No, what can they say? It's an opinion.
I don't fucking work for them. A lot of the people you hear talking such good shit about them are either very low key collectors who have not seen a lot of stuff, unfortunately, or are the people that they got in their pocket that they've paid. You know, the sort of people that talk about it but quickly move quickly past it. Say this looks like this, but this looks like that, and then move around it. You know, we don't work for them, so
Yeah.
you know, it's different. If we did work for them, then we wouldn't have a job with them straight after that.
Well,
What I
that's
say,
the
because they wouldn't like it. But that's
we're
when they
talking
wanted
about
to
one of
work.
those.
When they worked with us in the past, they never dealt with me. I refuse to deal with them, or I refuse to speak to them because I don't want to be friends with them. You know, I keep things strictly professional, which is like, you know, I will review anything you send me, but I'll be honest. And, you know, Alex was more of the person who was in communication with Sideshow when we were doing reviews for them and they were sending pieces to us. But when they come...
In their defense, they weren't, you know, when we did slate some things, they weren't bad. They didn't come back and go, "Hey guys, come on." They weren't
No, they
really
didn't.
like that, in all fairness.
No, they weren't. No.
But then talking about some of those people who are kind of in their pocket, we saw something today which you know, has been praised heavily, and we saw one of them for the first time today. We saw one of those one-up arcade machines.
Yeah,
they're fucking dreadful. They are
fucking horrible.
Absolutely dreadful for the price and the size of them. They are. It's basically all I can say is if IKEA made arcade machines, they would be these, like these cheap crap that aren't.
They're rubbish.
They're not even the right kind of scale, and they're a weird scale. You can't literally. If you had two men,
one of them would be over in the corner.
Me and George standing next to each other trying to play it, and it just weren't happening. And the buttons were horrible to press. The sticker detail was crap, and then even where they try and like make it where, you know, they have fake coin slots, which is like just a decal to show the coin slot. Why don't you just have like, but maybe even just have a coin slot put in there so people can use it as a fucking money box or something? You know, just something that like looks a bit hard, more, rather than like a sticker.
They're well disappointing. I was quite shocked at how bad they were. Well, I actually thought if I had that and I put it in my house, that'd last about 4 days. Like I would literally rip that joystick off.
Well, the thing is, it's just like, you know, you would all you would do is you would go, look, that costs £350 for, that's how much the one was today. You get one game or 2 games or whatever it is on there. And literally, you know, you get a crappy joystick, 2 crappy joysticks. The screen's all right, I guess, but the cabinet build is not great. You'd literally be able to make one with a Raspberry Pi, have thousands upon thousands of games on there, and make it the way you wanted it, like in, you know, for a little bit more, and it wouldn't cost you that much more. You know, it's just like, God. So
I played on Mike's. Mike has an arcade.
Oh, yeah, I played on Mike's one.
It's fucking much better. Much better.
Yeah.
I played on Mike's one probably about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, we played on it when we first went there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How much was it? 6-7 years ago? 8 years
2014 it was, yeah.
Yeah, so what are we talking? Like 6 years ago?
Yeah, God.
But that's what I'm talking about. 6 years ago, we were playing on it, and it was fucking better than this fucking shit thing. This is the new one out that they had.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck is this? What fucking junk is this?
I thought they were safe today. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
After I saw one today, I just I've heard them being praised and pushed, and you know, I look at them in pictures and I'm like, you know, it would be cool. It would be cool to have an arcade machine in the corner. It would be pretty cool, yeah. Seeing it today, I would be like, you wouldn't play it. You would not. No, you play it like a couple of times, but with one game on it or 2 games on it, you know, and for the price, again, you just get a fucking Raspberry Pi. Just build a cabinet. It can't be that hard.
Totally.
I actually busted up by saying I built a couple of arcade machines and it ain't cheap. What's expensive about it? The most expensive element of that is probably going to be the decal for the artwork. That's going to be the most expensive part of it, because if you're going to build the frame out of MDF, you know, that can't be that expensive. No. The Raspberry Pi, they're like $40 or whatever they are. The screen, you know, isn't a big screen. Maybe that's the most expensive part. But I reckon you can build on. I mean, I don't know. Again, the decal stuff is probably going to be quite expensive. You can build on £500 easy.
I think so.
I would say.
But to be honest with you, like I say, you know, you see like fucking people have like fucking 6 or 7 of these fucking shit things in their house, and you just think to yourself, Jesus fucking Christ. You'd get one, wouldn't you? And you know, if you got 6 of them, that's gonna what's that give you, like $2,000?
I don't know.
You got fucking $2,000. You're gonna like, you know what I mean? For $2,000, you're gonna get like a proper arcade that has 1,000 games on it and a proper smooth action. Feels well made. We grew up on arcades. Me and you grew up on arcades.
Yeah.
And going over and playing that today, it's the cheapest, shittest arcade I've ever been on in my whole life.
I remember, like, well, this morning, literally, as we come out of the lift, and you were like, "Yeah, come check this out. Look at this." And you got really excited, and we walked over there, and we were just like, "Oh, is that it? Oh, okay." But what was I going to say? Atim built an X-Men one, and it cost him a lot of money actually because he got someone to do it. But his one looks amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I've seen pictures.
I have a custom arcade machine coming. It runs on a high-end PC and has all the top-tier hardware. It's not cheap, like thousands of dollars, not cheap. Yeah, but it depends on what level of arcades you want. I mean, do they still even release that many arcade games now? I don't even know. But you know, you could do it so that you had, again, if you want it up to 16-bit, you stick a Raspberry Pi in there, and that's all the 16-bit games will run on there. If you want it for nostalgia reasons, if you want to go up a bit more, you know, you don't need that much of a high-end PC for it, unless you're playing.
If he's doing proper shit, if this guy's doing it properly. I mean, listen, there's not one thing, hobby or thing that you can't really go top end on and spend shitloads of money. Doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. But the point is that one up arcade shite. That stuff is junk.
Yeah.
For 300, I could have bought a fucking PlayStation 5 in there for fucking $450 today. That one up arcade's $350.
Yeah.
I would have used that one up arcade to break the fucking glass to steal the fucking the other one. To be honest with you, it's only use
games though. But with a lot of those games as well, because
50-inch monitor height. That you're talking about. You're talking about something that you'd find in a proper fucking place, like a real, top place. And we used to go to like Johan and all that, and you had the fucking big screens and all that, the proper shit. That's different. That's a completely different comparable.
That's different gravy, baby. I mean, this one up one must have been like a 28-inch monitor or something. It was tiny.
Nah, 28-inch. You're dreaming. It's about 16.
Nah, it was bigger. Nah.
Really?
Yeah, 28 big anyway. You can do a Raspberry Pi machine and just build out a smaller monitor. And you're right. You could probably get a really good machine for a reasonable price. Yeah, I mean,
you can get an okay machine for like an okay price, but this is a not good price for a pile of monkey shit.
I reckon. Sorry, I know we're going on about this for a little bit. If I was to do it, I would ask Rob to help me. But if I was to do it, I would definitely ask him about it and stuff. But the what I would probably look into is finding an old arcade machine that doesn't work. And use that as a shell. Rip the CRT monitor out of it, put in an LCD monitor, and then just rip all the guts out, use it, build shelves inside it. I would
lighting. All that.
It's already got the lighting.
Money box.
Yeah. But Raspberry Pi is like a recast. Well, emulator. Yeah. But the thing is with a lot of those emulator games, they're free anyway. So that's the other side of it that's good. But agreed, although one-up machines are really low quality, I saw one in person and was shocked how small it was. Again, George and
we tried to play.
I'm not a big guy. I'm like on my 175 pounds, 180 pounds on my worst day, and 5'9". So standing next to George, and like two of me couldn't play. Two of me.
If you remember, you were playing with my little one as well, I had him
Yeah.
up on my knee, didn't I? And he was playing with you for a while, and even that you were out to one side, even
Yeah.
with my 3-year-old. So it's definitely not. It's not built for 2 people to play on.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw James' collection tour and was curious how good they were since he has a bunch. Good to know the low quality. Well, Ashen, yeah. I mean, in America they are much cheaper. I've seen Kevin told me today that they go on offer for like $200 in America. The one we saw today was £350. So what's that now?
$450, $450.
So with the different price range for us, it ain't worth it at all. If you get it for $200, I still wouldn't buy one.
Yeah, I still wouldn't pay it.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I'd get a console. I'd put a little bit more money towards it and buy a console. What the fuck would I buy that for? It'd be, honestly.
Raspberry Pi is like a Bowen. Not high end, but still very nice.
Ah!
Some of the Bowen. Oh, Stucker's coming for you. Rolf, you better run. Stucker's going to come in right now.
Run and hide, my hand.
Run and hide. He's coming for you. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Yeah. So back onto this. Yeah, this is the Superman. Includes your
clean. It's nice. I like it.
Wait a minute. What includes an alternate portrait? Oh, okay. There's really not much difference in that. He's just a bit slimmer.
That's a bit different.
And his hairline's a bit. He hasn't got the wisp high up.
Yeah, cheeks are different. Nose is different. Nose is only slightly different. It's hard because I've got a smaller screen in you.
Yeah. Well, I've got a massive screen.
It's maybe a bit different.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Maybe a bit different.
How fucking dare you? I knew he was coming. Yeah. This is then the Bat King. Good teaser for a base on that.
I really like this base concept.
Yeah,
I really like this.
Really cool.
This looks really cool.
Well, the problem with the Queen Studios one is it was really busy and it didn't really work on the throne that they had. This one, I'm quite excited to see the full reveal. You know,
I really like that base.
This is then the head they showed for Cable. So they showed that. It got
fucking
absolutely
horrible, man.
Slated.
It's fucking horrible.
Even I messaged to say, look, you know, you guys, I mean, this is...
It looks like one of the fucking Jenner lot, doesn't it?
Like one of what?
What's that? Kathleen Jenner, whatever the fucking her name is.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Like, yeah, fuck. It looks like it's been surgery to fuck that face. Terrible, terrible portrait, that.
Yeah, God. And then this is where... The thing about this is it wasn't worded very well. This was more to kind of as a, okay, guys, you know, we've seen this, we've seen the response, and we've gone back. We've done some like looks into that, and this is going to be the look of the new head. But I think what happened was it's not been painted fully. It's more to show you that this is what's coming. So obviously the teeth haven't been done properly.
That looks bad.
It's more to show you what's coming rather than this is going to be the final product. So, yeah. Not feeling Cable Head, unfortunately.
That's better. That's better.
And I was really hoping for something else with the second head. I mean, if they paint up this snarling head a bit better, I mean, you know, it should be good.
No, that's much better. That portrait there's much better. Just the teeth need to be adjusted.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to be worked on because he looks like he's doing about 40 a day. That needs to be sorted. But other than that, the rest of it's actually pretty good.
This is really small. I don't know why that's gone so small, but this is a tease. It looks like
Hydra.
Miller. Frank Miller.
Mm.
Oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, it looks like, it does.
So Frank Miller and Robin. Batman and Robin there. So you got Robin there with a slingshot.
Oh, sweet. That's a cover, isn't it? I know that.
Yeah. This then is Godzilla. So this is the 1994 Godzilla. This is version A, which, why have I drawn that little blue thing? There you go. This is version A. So these are pretty big. These are big old pieces. And what happened was they did the version and they realized
Does fucking Godzilla have 4 toes? in that?
I don't know how many toes do he have.
I thought he had 3 fucking toes.
I don't know. I'm sure
He's
they've done
got
their
4
fucking
toes.
homework. Yeah.
That's it. It might be the 90s version. That's 4. Don't know.
Well, this is 94.
Yeah, I know it's I said the 90s version.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they've done the homework anyway. So this is the Godzilla version A, which
That tail's fucking obscene. That's just
really
awesome.
big. But the thing is with this one is this is one with a plane base, which I prefer.
I prefer this as well, actually, myself.
And I've seen the price points. I think a lot of people are going to go for the version A's on these. I think it looks better. I think the version B is cool, but for me it can be a little bit cluttered. So for me, I think version A would be the way to go, and I think it looks great. It doesn't distract from the figure. So 70 centimeters high, 116 deep, and 66 wide. So yeah, childbearing fires. That tail says, "Yeah, fuck your space." And Godzilla is thick, huge. Godzilla's been hitting the donuts. The bearded one looks much better than what I have seen in other pictures. Cable. So yeah, I actually really like that. There's close up there. Look at that depth.
Jesus.
That's 70 high.
You could literally fit another Godzilla behind it.
Yeah, you could.
See, as much as I like it, I really don't think it's smart. I really don't. I love it, right? I really do, but I don't like that. I think that's such a stupid thing to do in terms of space and in terms of for me, that towel should be out in front of him ever so slightly and wrap round him behind or something. It shouldn't be out like that. I think
the problem is that so many other people have done that already, and I think as well that it's more true to the scene.
This is listen. I know what you're saying. I completely agree with you. Right. It's definitely true to the scene, and it's definitely true to the fact that the guy was in the suit and they had a fucking lines on the tail, and that's how the tail used to sit. I completely understand what you're talking about. What I'm talking about is this is a statue made for collectors, and I think you're going to lose a lot of market just because of how deep it is. Maybe. I really think you will. I would have advised that they did something with that tail. They fucking curled it, did some fucking swirls in it or something to take that depth off it. That would have been my advice. It's too late now, but that's what I would have said.
Ryan Vegan Tech is saying you can turn the tail into a towel rack or a toilet roll holder.
Definitely.
Rapidly turn around like XM Lizard, Lucas saying. Yeah, big. I mean, what do you think?
I love the rest of it. I love it. I think it's amazing, and I still like the tail. I still like it. I just like I could never buy it because of that. If there was something going on with that tail and they condensed it, I would be much more tempted personally to buy it myself.
If you were to buy the two and display them standing off against each other, it's going to be close to 2.5 meters wide. Yeah. This is then the version B, which comes with the city, the crystals, and it also comes with the bridge that adds on the base. So this actually comes. So if you're going to buy the Space Godzilla, the crystals are in relation to him or her. And
is it a girl? It's not a girl, is it?
I don't know. It's a lizard. It could. Don't know.
It's not a girl.
Well, it has a kid, doesn't it? There's the son of Godzilla, isn't there?
Dude. Today I was in Smith Superstore and there was like dinosaurs and then there was like all the wrestling guys, all the wrestling guys when me and Alex were in there. There was all the wrestling figures and some 14-year-old girl with her dad just walked past her and this whole aisle was sexist. I just wanted to headbutt her in the face. Just literally wanted to you know what I mean? And my little boy's like playing with the dinosaurs, all like innocent and happy. And I'm thinking, if he grows up and says something stupid like that, I'm gonna have to hit him from behind. You know, like slap him in the face. Do you know if he said something like that as I'm walking? He's like walking over. Listen, I'll just be like, shut up, fucking tart. What's the matter with you? Honest to God, I was just like, this is the future, really. This is sexy. Like 13, 14 years old. I was like, how have you not been suffocated while you sleep?
Was she Lisa Simpson? I hate virtual signaling, spoiling brats. Yeah, they're brainwashing the kids today, Gio.
It was just like alarming to me.
Yeah.
What was more alarming is her dad walking behind like some pussy whipped fucking child
nodding.
when he should have like corrected his daughter from the very fucking start. Like, listen, shut up, save that chat for home, yeah. Embarrass me out in public. What's the matter with you? Christ. Can you imagine if I said that to my mother when we were walking through Woolworths as kids?
Your mum would slap you in the face.
My mum would cunt punt me. That's what she would do. Cunt punt me. She would say, she'd say, turn around. I'd be like, turn around, spread your legs. And she would literally, that's what she would do. She would kick me right in the fucking ghoulies, mate. I'm telling you. I'd be like crying. My voice would have gone a few fucking, I'd have lost a couple of octaves, I think. I'd be fucked. Just imagine that.
Godzilla don't need pronouns, Alex. Yeah, Godzilla don't need pronouns. What's up, guys? Wishing you all Merry Xmas, blah, blah, blah. I'll watch this with whiskey tonight. Hope you're good, Dennis.
Good. Enjoy.
Sensitive nitties, yeah. California passed a law requires toy stores to have gender-neutral toy aisles, for fuck's sake. Well, there was a whole thing.
What does that mean, though? Does that mean that it's boys and girls mixed together?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's okay.
Those guys look like shat. Look like a shat. Is it sexist? Yeah.
Well, let's get more of it then.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing today.
Have you ever seen wrestling? What's sexist? Because they've got their shirts off. I don't get it, or what? Because it's the boys' aisle. The next aisle was the girl aisle.
It was all dolls.
And listen, and I took my son down that aisle, and we looked at everything in that fucking aisle, and I have no problem with him picking up anything and playing with it in that aisle. But the point is that I was thinking to myself, since when did it get from this to that? This is innocently playing with stuff. When does it get to someone coming by, some child who literally, I just wanted to put her in the back of my car and fucking drive her to an orphanage and leave her there. Just be like, yeah, you don't have any family. You're staying here until you correct yourself.
Christmas is
like, well, this is a sexist aisle. I looked at it just like a child. I was like, I wish, but for once in my life, I was like, I just wish my mother was here. I said, Mum, you hear what she said? And then I'd hide. I'd go and hide in another aisle.
You need to put that into context.
I literally would hide. I would hide and listen to the screams. Jesus.
Yeah, but then
WWE and dinosaurs was the sexist style.
Yeah, but then, as you say, the next aisle was all dolls, and there was quite a mixture of dolls.
A whole aisle.
But a whole obviously different genders, different race, color. Even they even had dolls which were like disabled and things, didn't they? They had everything down that aisle, man. They've been thinking. But anyway, Godzilla. This is version B with the space crystals, the city, and
I agree with you. I think it's a little cluttered for me.
It's good to have the option. It's good to have the option, but I think for the price,
it's a nice option.
For the price difference, I mean, there obviously will always be people who go for the version B because it's more limited. But the version A for me, I just think it doesn't detract from the actual character. I think this is more truthful to the actual scene, but for me, in 1998, Godzilla was reproduced essentially. But yeah, if you mention the 98 version in a Godzilla circle, you're going to get a slap. But
yeah, you get shot.
But again, he's made a bit of a cult comeback recently, allegedly. Bit of a cult comeback. It kind of went for everyone hated it, and then it went because apparently there was a big company who make Godzilla figures, and their first Godzilla figure was the 98 version, and that is now the most sought after because it was their first figure, not because it was a 98 one.
Sure.
Anyway, sure. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. And the same. There you go. Then you got the Space Godzilla. They did try and do this in clear resin, but it didn't work. They didn't like how it looked, so they changed it back to this way. This is the version.
You mean like you mean like the shoulder part clear resin?
All the crystals, yeah.
Yeah.
So the crystals on the shoulders and I believe on the tail.
They're really big, man. That's a lot of clear resin that them shoulder things would be. Well, they would show too many flaws. Yeah. No, that like how big you can see next to Stanley how big them shoulder. No. Yeah, but you can see how big them shoulder parts are. Yeah. If they were clear resin, they would show a lot of flaws.
Yeah. Well, did you just assume Godzilla's gender, Bert? Because he said he.
How dare you?
It's about making 99% of the population, making the 1% feel included. Okay. Just home from.
I'd have made that girl feel included while I chloroformed her and threw her off a bridge.
I wish you a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year. Cheers, Dave. We'll be back before the New Year, so hopefully we'll see you then, Dave.
God bless, man. Thank you.
It's always the case. Everyone else is busy doing important things in life. Godzilla 1998, Night of the Iguana. In 2022, Godzilla is a pansexual influencer on TikTok fighting. Better right. 80s Godzilla, yeah. All right, so can we get back to this? So yeah, so they did try in clear resin, and then they actually had one in the office with clear resin, and Stanley, the art director, was like, no. They also had glass eyes, but you could kind of like see through the eye to the other eye, and it was weird. So they scrapped that as well. But yeah, they had a few issues, but not issues, but a few things they tested. This one's 80 centimeters high by 120 deep by 88 wide. So yeah, again, you would need estimated weight is 53 kilos as well. So yeah, it's a big old piece. And again, I mean, I like the plain base. I do actually like it.
Space Godzilla actually kills Godzilla. No, kills his child.
Does it?
Yeah. Kills baby of Godzilla, doesn't it? Yeah, it kills son of Godzilla, baby of Godzilla.
I was told by Alexa.
I'm pretty sure that he drops it from like a really high up, like grabs it and flies up, and then drops it from really high. Yeah.
I did ask about. I asked off camera, and Alexa said, "Do not bring it up on camera." During the panel that we did, and I asked about why does Space Godzilla have a vagina? So it must be a woman.
Okay.
Like a little pouch where it must like lays the crystals or whatever it does.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's female, man.
and you were told whatever you do, don't bring that up on the panel. This is why I love RaddTitan shit, because we just fucking say stuff anyway.
No, I said, can I ask like one of the Godzilla people about why Space Godzilla has a vagina? Or I ask Stanley, and she was like, no. And I was like, well, I actually want to know if it is that or not. No. And then I asked off camera, but yeah.
Did you get an answer that was significant or did not matter?
I think they said it laid the crystals from it.
Okay.
Yeah, which would mean it's kind of female now. If my place had a lobby, I would think about getting these. Yeah, look cool. Look very cool.
Yeah, definitely something like that. Yeah, or an office or something, workplace would be great.
Yeah, so this is version B with the crystals on the base and more kind of village city pieces there. So yeah, very cool. Again, I can't wait to see these in person. I really, really want to see these in person. But they're just tails are just obscene. Absolutely obscene.
More something you're gonna get clothesline fucking by, isn't it?
More crystals than my yoga studio. That's Godzilla versus Destroyer, Gio.
Is that what it is?
When he kills the kid.
Is it the Destroyer? It looks a bit like this, though, doesn't it? The Destroyer? Maybe.
Well, yeah, because we had a whole conversation about this one, and the baby Godzilla dying, the son of Godzilla dying, didn't come up in it. So, yeah, look at that. Jeez. I want to see them. I do actually.
Does Space Godzilla then kill Godzilla? because he's a pretty high-end villain as far as I'm aware. Space Godzilla. I'm pretty sure, like he either kills Godzilla, or one of them kills maybe the Destroyer. That sounds familiar with the baby,
Yeah.
but Space Godzilla might kill Godzilla. You know,
The Shin, or the Shin? Is he changing the Shin?
I don't know, but I think he kills Godzilla. I'm pretty sure he kills. He's pretty badass.
I think what name keeps coming up is like everyone wants to see is burning Godzilla.
Yeah,
the design on that is because I had to look into it because it kept coming up on posts where people are going, "Are you doing
it's
a
very
burning
cool.
Godzilla? Are you
Yeah,
doing
it's very cool, isn't it?
So I looked it up and I'm like, that's actually a really cool design. I
Yeah,
think
it is, yeah.
there were a couple of companies who done it.
I want I want like Gigan.
I don't know. what
Gigan's
Gigan
who I
is.
want to see. Of course you do.
Which one's Gigan?
Gigan's the one that has a blade on his front. He turns it on.
Oh,
From
like
Destroy All Monsters. Yeah,
Okay.
and then he flies. He's got like hooks for hands, and it's like another space alien with like King Ghidorah.
Gigadora.
And it's Ghidorah, not Ghidorah. Just letting you know that.
Ghidorah.
Ghidorah. It's not Chizora either.
Like
But yeah.
Derek, yeah. Then you got the Ghost Rider on horseback. So yeah, you got that. Very cool. So this actually is a reference towards some of the old. In a lot of the Ghost Rider artwork, you get always get this kind of, because obviously Ghost Rider, the concept has been around for a long time and throughout the ages within the story. So you have a lot of references where it's cowboys and things like that in the past as well. So the actual character is kind of more based upon that element of
Carter
there's
Slade,
all
isn't it?
these. No, well, there is one called Carter Slade, but I don't actually think it's actually him. I don't know if it's him.
Really?
And then this other version is actually called Caleb, so it's a different one. But yeah, but it is kind of like Carter Slade. But Carter Slade, I didn't know because I had to read into all of it. Carter Slade is more where the movie came out, and it was more that character came from the movie and then
Yes.
went into the comics after the movie. So yeah. Good morning, Tyler. How you doing? Hope you're good. So yeah, let's switch out busts. So you can have the Caleb bust, or you can have the cowboy bust, and this has the kind of ball and chain on there. There's been a few comments about it kind of looks down too much, but I guess it depends what you're going to display it with, where you're going to display it. Because if you this was kind of made to accompany the original as well. So if you display them together, it does work. But again, you would have to display this high up to kind of get the best out of it. 60 centimeters deep, 75 wide, 75 high.
Do you know what my problem with this
32
is?
kilos heavy.
Do you know what my issue with this piece is? Go back to the first original piece for like that up there. He looks like he is riding it, right? Yeah. He looks like he's riding and moving, but the horse is still. And the horse's pose looks like it's like pawing at the ground and sort of has its head down. So it's a confusing sort of contradiction where the rider looks like he's at gallop and the horse looks like it's still. And for me, it makes the balance of this whole piece just look slightly off. I think in person it will be incredibly impressive. And I think if you're a Ghost Rider fan, these are all semantics. It's not going to matter. I think it's definitely a piece you'll love if you've got it in. But I'm just saying, from a review perspective, it's a little bit of a confusing concept where I think the horse doesn't look like it's running and the guy looks like he is. And that's a problem for me. Both of the torsos look like he's mid-gallop and the horse doesn't look like it's galloping at all.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It does look like he's either stopping or kind of,
about
when they go slowly, when they're kind of stalking.
Yeah.
That's not really,
or maybe it's
probably a horse thing.
Maybe it's about to go. Maybe it's down and it's sort of like fit and it's about to sort of charge, about to move. But it's just hard because I feel like the rider and the horse are not in simpatico. But that's just me. I still think if you're a Ghost Rider fan, this is probably a must pick up.
Yeah, and then also that's the sort of representation of the scale. So
Still
I don't
prefer
know
the
why
black
these
one.
images. I don't know why these images go really small. It's weird. So the challenges as well is to kind of make it so that they do match, they do go together, and I do think that over time the old one has actually aged very well.
Yeah, it's a great
I,
piece.
I started off liking the Cowboy one more, and then I've swapped over to the other one now, and I do actually interchange between the two. I have times where I like the Cowboy one more, and I have times where because it kind of goes with the horse riding thing, but then I have times where I do like that one more.
I really like the horse. I think the horse looks really demony. I
Yeah,
like the horse a lot.
yeah. The only thing I would do is, oh wait, here we go. Sorry, this is a movie Ghost Rider amalgam. Carter Slade was the original Ghost Rider who wore a white phosphorescent suit and rode on a horse. And yeah, he was called the Caretaker as well. But I think as well within the comics, there were a lot of kind of images where they had like a group shot and there were like random cowboy kind of characters in there that didn't
Riders.
have an actual name, like riders, yeah. So I think that has actually been around for a long time in the Ghost Rider series, but I haven't actually read that. So that was something I was told by the art director. The only thing I would want different is for the Cowboy Switch out to have revolvers. Yeah, that would be very cool. He does have one on his hip. He has a revolver on his hip, but I do think that the Marvel Disney side are getting very strict with guns. So I think of this Ghost Rider as more of an art piece than a comic statue. But that's the thing with XM as a
Same
company
was
is
with the original. The original is under no illusion. That one on the bike is an art piece. The Magneto on throne is an art piece. The Hulkbuster is an art piece. They are. It's
But
just what they
originally, what
are.
happened as well is like with these, you have to remember that XM do a lot of. I don't like to call it that really because they don't just do it for that, but there's a lot of kind of portfolio pieces. There's a lot of pieces which you can look back and go, they did the X-Men versus Sentinel. They did the Dark Side versus Justice League. They did the Hulkbuster. They did the original Ghost Rider. They did
Batman
Hulk Isolation.
Sanity.
They did Batman Sanity. They did the Wonder Woman Courage. They've done the Shogun Batman. There are so many pieces which are like showcase pieces. There are so many pieces like portfolio pieces that you can look back over, and there's other companies which don't kind of have that. Even companies that have been around a lot longer, you can't say.
No.
I mean, Sideshow have got a bunch of portfolio pieces, but they're still not
as many.
as unique, not as unique as those. If that makes sense.
No, they ain't.
XM has made way more hits than misses overall, in my opinion. Most consistent company. Yeah, you have to remember that Sideshow has been around since over 25 years. So they've obviously you have to give them credit for setting the kind of paved the way for a lot of other companies to come about. They've obviously learned a lot along the way and made a lot of mistakes for companies to get to that point. They were the first company. Not obviously Bowen and other ones are doing it, but Sideshow were doing it on the bigger scales first. So they set the way, they made the mistakes and paved the way for other companies to do it. So I think you need to give that credit as well, But then over the last few years, they've done a load of shit as well. But anyway, and a lot of good stuff. But yeah, they're very hit and miss. That's the problem. Anyway, XM's next show-stopping piece, the Kirk brothers, Venom. When will they reveal this? Yeah. It won't be this year, obviously, but yeah, there's some work going into it. There's
I want to see the Maestro.
There's going to be big switch outs options for the Venom. The Maestro as well. That's again another show-stopping piece, another portfolio piece, which to paraphrase Ben, as such as I think he kind of regretted allowing the project to go the way it's gone because it's gone a little out of hand. So yeah,
Might have to share me some stuff.
I have. I
You got any more?
No, not like a month or whatever.
Oh.
No. Okay, so and then also Sinister, yeah. So I think Sega already put that out that we're doing a Sinister. It's going to be a House of X version. It's not moving. So yeah, detail there above. Yeah, it looks cool. Very cool. Also there you can see that you've got the kind of cross branded on the back of his coat as well.
Like it. Bust thing's cool. Bust thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you get the bust to put on the bust, which is really, really nice idea. Any news on when X-Men will be releasing Magneto? They're still working on the sculpt, but the sculpt's very far along and looks fantastic. And that was a nice image of the horse face there.
Yeah, I like the horse part. I do.
Yes, AC Luda. Yeah, so very cool. I think I doubled up on the pictures here. I think sometimes when you send them and I send them, I just leave them.
Sounds like something you'd do.
Oh no, sometimes it's good when you're talking about it to come back to some of the images sometimes on certain bits. Then you got the King Predator.
This actually is in hand. This is like pictures from someone who's got this in hand. I thought it looked quite nice. There's a lot of detail here, a lot of textures on this, a lot of detail.
I wasn't a fan of several things when this came out, and in hand, I think it's come out very well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it has come out very well.
I mean, this is something that's delivered. Somebody has this.
Yeah.
You look at that. You look at all that paintwork on there, and then you go back to like how badly Darkseid was done, and you think to yourself, how are we even talking about this as a compare? We just can't.
Yeah.
One of his gloves is harder to paint than this whole fucking statue.
Yeah.
And the difference is what the factory have actually delivered versus what I got delivered.
Yeah.
That's cool. Who's that?
This is another tease for the metal line.
The Batman on the bike with the Reaper thing.
Yeah. That's how ridiculous it is. These are actually then arts pictures.
These actually looked a lot better in person than I thought they would. Certainly, the one on the right, is that Raven?
Raven, yeah. Raven's come out very well.
Yeah, it looks really nice. A lot of nice.
Malik was the one who was getting. Raven never had any critique about it, really. He went down very well from the start. And it was Malik that actually had a lot of stick. But I think they've come out really well. But Art takes absolutely fantastic pictures. Art Statue Collector, check him out. He takes amazing photos. And fortunately,
his videos are nice as well.
He's good friends with TK, so he gets on the XM distributor. So they work out an arrangement where he takes some pictures for us and stuff like that. And he takes such good pictures, really good pictures. So yeah, he takes better pictures than our actual promotional videos.
He does,
videos. Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at all the colours on that.
Yeah, really nice.
All that work on that, how clean that is. That's really good. That's really nice.
Yeah, and all the detail there where he's got like even on the hip with all the belts, the little leather rings and all that kind of so the metal rings and the leather attached to it. Really nice. Fast has got this coming.
Nice piece that.
Yeah. Really cool. And then that's one where he's got his jaw missing and stuff like that. That's cool as well. Look at that, man. His pictures are so good.
I much prefer the Raven, to be fair.
Well,
the other one's okay, but the Raven really looks nice.
I might be getting it wrong, but I think the Raven is the master, isn't he? Or no, the Malik is the master and Raven's the apprentice.
I don't know. I just really like the look of the other one.
Yeah,
I really like the contrast in it, the metal and the sort of, the armor and the capes and the rags, and that's just really cool.
I might get Vas to send this here. We have to do a review of this.
I'd love to review it. It looks great.
Yeah.
Shit.
This then is Optimus Prime. This is called
That's
human
actually
scale.
not. That's Megatron.
Megatron. Sorry, you're right. I was thinking about the other thing. So this is the they're going to call it like human scale. So obviously Transformers.
That makes sense. Like a
massive.
life-size bust of a person.
Yeah. So it fits in with the life size of a person. Yeah, it's
I
like
think
when
that's
they
clever.
do.
I think that's clever.
The Transformers as well. They're like 1/10 or whatever they are. So you're not going to have.
Explain to me what fucking Matey Boy's doing.
They didn't want his face shown, so they stuck stuff over his face.
Is that tape?
No, I think they drew it on.
Oh, that's clever.
Or they.
I was like, if they taped that fucking poor cunt up who's sitting next to it.
And then that's the Megatron one as well. No, I think they covered because that's a
No,
joke
that's
as well.
Optimus Prime.
So Megatron, Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice cover up, but no. Both times you said the opposite person.
Did I?
Yeah.
But they'll look cool. I mean, these look more G1 as well, so these ones are going to be very cool.
Can't wait to see these painted metallics and all that sort of. It's going to look great.
So ask him actually what happened to those little Transformers. When we were in one of the conventions, we did these like little Transformers, which are like that big, and they were gold. And they were like a set of 6. I can't remember what happened with those. I have to ask him actually. Yeah. So then these are the. We're onto the customs now. This is Caleb's Carnage. Obviously, he's trying to make redemption for his original one. So he's got the spiral head for the absolute version, and then the normal head. I actually saw the Venom 2 the other day.
Yeah.
And I really didn't like Venom 1 at all. I didn't like the look of the trailer for Venom 2. I didn't like the look of the way Carnage looked. I didn't like the way he morphed. Whatever else. But, I've learned, what I've learned over time is to kind of, take things for what they are rather than really trying to overanalyze them. And for me, I am a big Carnage fan. So for me, I really wanted the storyline to be true. It's the same as I'm a big Silver Surfer fan, and I wanted him to be in the Infinity stories, but he wasn't. And obviously that upsets me a bit, but I can't let it ruin the film for me, And with this, I kind of watched it. It wasn't a great movie, but I enjoyed it much more than I enjoyed the first one.
Okay, I'll take that. That's good news.
Yeah.
I don't like this Carnage.
Megatron and Optimus Prime are XM Studios busts. Yalen says, I actually don't like this Carnage, which is a surprise from Caleb. I mean, every artist has hits and misses. I don't
like this at all. I'm
not overly a fan either. I don't know. I don't think saying about it just doesn't work for me either. And I just think, obviously, this isn't painted. This is
render.
Like a render, but yeah, I don't think doing it like this does it any justice. This then is a 1989 Batman custom. So Keaton. Yeah, that's quite funny. I actually watched the Val Kilmer documentary the other day as well. Quite sad. It looks all right. I think the Joker looks much better though than the actual Batman.
Go together though. Go together fairly well.
Yeah, really well. But I do think
something very figure-like about this, like a toy.
Yeah,
the Batman looks like a toy. It doesn't look like a statue.
I just think the face, the lips, like the paint on the lips isn't there. The actual detailing isn't there. The little finer, the finer detail to break it up a little bit is not there. Or maybe it's the pictures. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting hot toys from this. I'm not getting anything legitimate as a statue.
I think it's the paint. I just think the paint, or again, it could be the pictures. But from this, the paint just doesn't look like it kind of separates anything out. I mean, the face there, it just, the lips and stuff is just very similar to the actual face color.
Doesn't look right. Eyes look too low, look too small.
Yeah.
something up there,
Yeah, it
mate.
looks a bit weird.
Looks fucked that. It's unfortunate. It's a shame because the Joker's really nice.
Joker's fantastic, so maybe they'll work it out. This is another one Caleb teased. This is a Cyborg Hulk, which I've never heard of. So that's the tease he's done. You heard of the character?
Nope.
Cyborg Hulk? No. This was just a render that someone put out. I just thought it looked quite nice. So this is like a Daredevil on top of the
Fisk building.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing like a felt kind of material, but
yeah, man, it's like 1970s Daredevil. It's awesome.
It's like he's washed it well too many times. He's like bobbled up in it. But well too many bobbles on that.
That's lovely though.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a really nice bit of work. That for a render, that's a really good bit of work.
I don't think they need that. I don't think they need that with the back and a little bit of comic on the back. I think that's kind of like.
Yeah, it's like mimicking some other people's work. Fuck that off.
Yeah, I don't think they need it. Yeah. I think you just make it rock. You don't need to do that. It's unnecessary.
But what I'd probably do is I'd probably go over there and do the rock thing and do some sort of spray paint of some sort of Daredevil symbol or something across it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Flocked,
just to break up the sort of cement sort of shit grey that nobody likes the look of. You just put like some sort of spray paint of some kind, something written in there, even if it was just graffiti, but something Daredevil related would be good.
I don't think. Happy JCG. No, I don't think they are the Cohero Brothers version. You want to get nuts. Vaulting Poser Carnage is pretty cool. Bag on Geo, looks like a hot toy. Flocked Daredevil, it looks flocked, definitely. It's like a bag, it looks bobbly and
I like it. I think it's cool.
I do like it, but I just think the render of it, he should have gone more with like a smooth rather than that texture there. It's a bit weird texture to choose. But I like the design. I think it looks nice. Alpha 3 tease for their Electro. So that's coming from the museum
line. Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler. I know Tyler's collected all these pieces. This one came up a little while ago, actually, Fifth Element. I don't know if this is a kit or what it is.
I've never seen that film, you know that?
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, you don't like Bruce Willis, do you?
Nope.
It's a good film. Luc Besson. Apparently what happened was Luc Besson was waiting to do Fifth Element for a while, and he was offered Leon. And he didn't want to do Leon. So what happened was he basically rushed Leon to get it done so that he could do Fifth Element, and ended up being a great film. But this is then a paint up of a custom Gladiator. That's not Bushy's one, is it? That's not Bushy's one.
No, I don't. Maybe no, I don't think it is.
No, but Bushy's one's got the planet. Bushy's got like the Bowen design.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's two heads on this one, and like both of them. But yeah, it's just show off Matt's paint. Matt does some fantastic paint, really good paint. I like that head. I really like that head. But then there's the other head. That looks really cool. Really quite a cool piece. I don't know.
He's done really well. He's got like armor and shit, like a fallen soldier, isn't it?
Yeah,
all that there. But I mean, this actually is really bad engineered, this piece.
How is it?
Yeah, it's really badly engineered. It's quite cheaply done. So I think he's had to do a lot of work to get that to look the way it does, because a lot of them look pissed by the way it pins and it goes in there. So I think he's had to do probably a bit of work to get that looking as amazing as it does. It does look amazing.
Looks really nice.
Very good painter, though. A very good painter, Matt Messer.
Marazok. Kind of like almost like a smug.
Looks like he's fired in his spacesuit, doesn't it?
Well, it's like there's a character called Homelander where he does like that. Where he's a bit smug, and he's like a bit like, don't like it. Don't like that head.
Sounds to me like.
Yeah, that head's great.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Very cool piece. Very good work there. This then is Kraven's Last Hunt. So this is another custom.
I think it's 1/6 piece, isn't it? This.
I ain't got a clue actually. It just popped up on my.
I think it's a 1/6 piece. And I don't know if it's a custom. Maybe it is. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. Something is telling me this isn't a custom and it's 1/6.
Well, because the thing is as well, I mean, they're using branding quite freely, which they probably shouldn't do if it's not a custom. If it is a custom, so they've got like the Spider-Man Marvel thing there.
Someone out there might know, but I think that's a 1/6 job, and I think it's a license piece.
Really, I think it's a custom.
All right, let's see.
It looks a bit bloody shit. Del Toro now got on my big screen.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
This then is the Thanos on throne.
It's that Thanos again. It keeps popping up. I keep finding this.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
I like it. Yeah. I wouldn't buy it, but I like it.
Yeah. If it's licensed, I'll probably grab that shit. I don't think it's licensed money. This then is the production.
Leoric.
Manufacturer of that Leoric. That looks really fucking cool. That lion looks really good. I like it.
I think this is one of the best pieces they've ever made.
Easily. I just think that their heads, they're better, but
yeah, they're a bit better. Especially the one on the sort of, for me, it looks more like the middle guy than he is Leonoric.
Yeah. Hello. Cool spot with his hobnobs come in. Maryland cookies.
Oh, bless you,
buddy.
Man.
Hey
Thank
guys,
you.
sorry I missed last week's episode. We didn't do one last week, so he didn't miss one. Up to date now. Just wanted to say, hope you had a great, happy 40th, Geo. Thanks for the content. Crack you guys bring. I appreciate everything, Alex and Geo. Hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Hope you have a great Christmas
man.
Too, buddy.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you
Enjoy
very
your
much.
Maryland cookies.
Really appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks. Pure gold, man.
Craven looks more like the Master from Pertwee period of Doctor Who. Don't know my Doctor Who stuff, I'm afraid. It looks like a Tony Stark in a porno. Yeah. Are you talking about now? Are you talking about the Craven, or are you talking about the
Leoric?
Head there, yeah, Leoric. But yeah, I mean, I think that lion looks great. I think that lion looks really good. I'm really quite impressed with that lion. Quite impressed with how they've done it. This is just a render of Lady Sif and someone put coming soon. So I don't know anything about that. It just popped up. This then is a 1/6 scale Mandalorian from Limbo Studios. And yeah, so this actually, the creature underneath actually looks quite cool. But yeah.
So
Mandalorian. That's for Mandalorian. That's what they look like.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. 40 wide, 60 tall, 45. Yeah, it is cool. You should watch Mandalorian, actually. Mandalorian's a good show.
Got fucking time, mate. Today I watched Flight and Navigator, and I was proud of myself for getting that done. It took me 2 days, but I got through it.
Good.
Yeah. Just memories from when I was a kid.
I remember it, to be honest with you. This is Predator, which you sent me. Is this Darren or no?
No, I think this is Prime 1.
Oh, really?
Berserker Predator, yeah. Berserker Predator Diorama, Prime 1.
Oh, God.
Studios?
Okay, this is the wrong place.
No. Infinity Studios. Berserker Predator
really?
Diorama.
Okay, this is in the wrong place then. Okay.
But, you assume.
Well, I don't know it. So, yeah, I'm not sure of this piece. I've not seen it. Yeah, Mando was, I mean, I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan. I don't mind Star Wars. I watch it and I enjoy what I watch of it. But I thought Mandalorian was done really, really well. Jon Favreau, man, he did a great job. So, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's doing the Berserker.
Slicing his head off, yeah.
So is that meant to be the one with Adrian Brody?
Yeah. Predators.
That's actually not a bad movie. It's actually not. It's not a great
Nah,
movie.
it's
But it's
not
not a
bad.
bad
It's not that
movie.
bad.
Yeah. Snake Plissken's in the house. Love the Mando. This then is a custom, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a fan art Sagat.
Sagat, which his arms are ridiculously out of proportion.
Yeah, but some of
His
the artwork
proportions are
actually in the
weird.
comics and things like that are very much like this
Is
for
it?
Sagat. Yeah.
What weird proportions, man. Weird as fuck.
I kind of like this.
You like your juiced up men, don't you?
I do indeed, yeah.
Nah, I don't like that at all. I don't like that anatomy at all.
I
The
like
size
the
of his
exaggerated
calves is
stuff.
ridiculous.
I got no problem with that. This is beautiful as well. This She-Hulk is really nice.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that fucking porno with China in it, where she's the Hulk.
I never saw it, but no, I've never seen it. No,
You
I never
won't
seen
see it. You not seen it?
No.
I thought you won't like that.
China? No.
Yeah. No? I thought you'd like any. No, okay. But yeah, but the actual, do you know when you actually look at her? Sorry, it does remind me of that porno anyway. I'll send you a link. But if you look at her like that and you look at the face, it's got a bit of Ronda Rousey to it, isn't it?
I fancy her.
No, but I'm saying if you look at the face, I don't know if I can zoom in. It does actually look a bit like Ronda Rousey.
I fancy Ronda Rousey though, so that's all right.
I don't like her. Don't like her at all.
Yeah, I get where you're going.
Yeah.
I just think that's a really beautiful She-Hulk. That's probably the best She-Hulk I've ever seen. That, in fact, it is the best and easily the best She-Hulk I've ever seen.
I like it. I actually like it.
That is a beautiful piece. I really dig that. That is super, super good work, this. They've got the power, they've got the sexiness, they've got the strength, they've got the pose. It says what it needs to say. They've got great use of colours there. They've got metallic colours, material with the trousers. She doesn't, for me, although she's muscular, she doesn't look hyper masculine. But I dig it, man. I love it. I think she's beautiful, and that's the best She-Hulk I've ever seen.
She's no Trish Stratus. Is that wrestler?
Yeah. See, Trish Stratus was never for me, man.
She could take me to court any day. She-Hulk's face looks like a young Kirstie Alley. She does from this angle.
Yeah, that's a great call.
Yeah,
that's
as soon as you said that, I looked up at this angle. Yeah,
and Kirstie Alley was stunning.
You need Pornhub Premium. Nah, Pliskin is on one of them for free. I watched it for free. The whole film is on there. I'll send you a link in Geo's feed. Yeah.
Whoever did this, and I don't know whose work it is, but whoever did it, well done.
I think it's the guy who did the Mary Jane and Aunt May, and they did all the Spider Women. I think he did all them
in the jeans.
The nice ones, because they were those, maybe not the Mary, not the Aunt May, but
he's on a fucking roll with that guy is.
Because there was one.
This is a really good job.
There is the Mary Jane, but then someone else did one really, really similar.
And that's not a surprise.
Yeah, it was not as good. Like they did like a Wish version of it, and yeah. Thank you. What are you thanking me for, Pliskin? What the fuck are you thanking me for? Yeah, Kirstie Alley, I see that. It's not bad, Spider-Man. Looks all right. Not bad pose, stuff like that. Yeah. Don't mind that.
Captain Britain.
Yeah, Captain Britain.
This is nice too.
Oh, sorry, I fucked up these ones, I think. Yeah, they're going to intertwine. So we'll do the Spider-Man first. So you got...
I don't like the Spider-Man.
McFarlane head, old style Ditko head. And yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think it's all right.
No, I don't like it.
And you got a Captain Britain, so come back here.
Captain Britain a lot more.
Well, obviously, Thomas James, he's a painter, so this is going to get painted soon, I assume. I don't know anything about the character, even though he's Captain Britain.
No, I don't either, but it's cool, though.
Yeah. This then is a Silver Surfer.
Oh, God, really?
This is dreadful. This is really bad. I mean, look at that. Look at the lack of, like, if I zoom in here, look at the lack of definition on that wave. Absolutely no detail there. But then you come up to the body. There's like no musculature on his back.
That's shit,
Like,
man. Move on.
like, what the fuck?
I'd give it any air, man. I wouldn't even have shared that shit. I would have left that to drown wherever the fuck it was.
What is he like? He's surfing on a fucking penny. What is he surfing on? Look at the shape of the board. It's weird.
Don't know. It's horrible, though.
Yeah, it's horrible. Really bad. I mean, there's so many surfers out there, and that's got to be one of the worst ones. I really don't like it at all. Storm. So this one just popped up again. It would look nice.
No, because again, all these accents of lightning that won't be there. It's all go around the piece, and it's distracting from what you're meant to be looking at, and they're not going to be able to do it. So what's the fucking point?
Wow, yeah.
I don't like things like that. Things like that bother me.
Or they try and add it and you can't do it.
Yeah, it's an Andy Fusco picture. I can't fucking stand it because I don't know what actually is going on.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's like, is that painted? Is he that, or is that an actor? You know, I don't know. When you're looking at this as like a concept, how are you meant to get behind that?
It's like the magician trick. Is what you do is like you have your sleeves like rolled down, and then you do a trick, and you got the stuff of something in your hand, and then you go like that, and you go like that with this hand, and as you roll down your sleeve, you do something with this hand. So your people are watching the sleeve being rolled down. There's a bit of that fucking bait and switch, isn't it?
I didn't get any of that. I just.
Well, when you they do like the old.
Why is there lightning? Why is there lightning there that they're not going to be able to put with the statue? What is the point? What is that meant to show me? If that's something I want to order, it's just things like that. I just like.
Yeah, but I mean, the face does look nice. Yeah, the detail on it does look nice.
Can't tell because the lightning bolts all over the fucking place, distracting me.
Then you got like a Wolverine, kind of Shogun-y kind of Wolverine.
Yeah, it's like a Dio versus Silver Samurai standing over his body, isn't he?
Cut off his head. I don't like it. I don't actually like pieces like that, to be honest with you. Like
no, I'm a little bit with you. It's a little bit.
I mean, I do say that one of my favourite pieces is the Guyver with, you know, the bashed up Zoinos on the base, but they're not key characters, so it's not really the same for me. But
and they're not humanoid.
Well, no, it's like with the Guyver, there's like 50 of those gargoyles, there's 50 of those Raboofs. So for them, it's not a big deal. They get fucking killed every episode. Like they kill 20 of them every episode.
It's like them guys that go down with Spock and Kirk, innit? Yeah, the two guys don't have any names. Jumper. Yeah, the red coats.
Red jumper. But it's a bit like that. So when you have like a key character, you know, I agree with like Figurama's approach of it being a fair like fight, you know, a fair standoff. Unless it's like you know, significant to the story where they do kill someone at some point and it really changes their character. Yeah. Other than that, I don't like this kind of look.
Yeah.
It's just kind of gore and violence for the sake of it, and it's a bit like.
Totally agree with you.
I'm not like I don't mind gore and violence, but I just think when you have Wolverine, Sabretooth, like Sabretooth with Wolverine's head, Wolverine with Sabretooth's head, which you've seen 100 times. Now Wolverine with Silver Samurai's head, and you know, Wolverine with chopped up fucking ninjas. You know, it's just a bit much. Maybe the ninjas can get away with a bit more, but yeah, with that, reminds me more like a fucking Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah, so I was just thinking that. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, finish him. Alrighty. So
done.
That is it.
Get in.
It's not too bad, was it?
No, it's all good.
Oh, 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's not too bad. Yeah, we have to crack on, and the guy did actually send me the Silver Surfer chromed, and looks amazing. Actually looks really nice. See if I can get it on my screen. He chromed the Silver Surfer.
Oh.
Let me see if I can get it on my screen. I'll put that there. There you go. Does that work? And if I go... Oh, I can do that straight away. Nice. No, wrong one.
Zoom in. He's done it with all of it, innit? He's chromed it all.
Yeah. He chromed the whole thing. It's really good. Really cool. I think it's really cool. So he's chromed Silver Surfer, and then he's actually I can't do it. I can't. I can. So I can. There you go.
Dickhead.
So yeah. And then over as well. Yeah, that's cool, man. Really good work there, Jerry. Really cool.
See, I can't get behind him chromed.
No.
No, I don't like. What parts of that I like are actually I like the base the best.
Yeah.
The base, the way the base looks is amazing. The way the portal looks is unbelievable. But Silver Surfer like chrome just looks a bit
too disco for me.
Yeah, just it's a bit like I don't know. I would have probably just done the base, left the contrast would have been amazing between if the base was like that and then he was like silver. Yeah. I think it might have been like a really good contrast, but the fact that everything's so shiny, it's a little bit like. Did he do it? Did this guy actually do the chroming himself?
No, this is probably like creation of chrome. I don't know. Jerry, if you're still watching, did you do it or did you get someone to do it? I would assume like
I always worry about chrome as well because it doesn't age. It doesn't age well. It's a fact.
Well,
and that creations of chrome, we know people that have used it. If it is them,
well, they've over time. No, I mean, with creation of chrome, I don't think they've had problems over time. I think it's been problems actually receiving it, like though they've had breakages over from receiving it. I don't think people have had flakage.
No, they've had discoloring.
Oh, really?
Yes. Where it starts to go black. Starts to tarnish.
Oh, like you get spots, you mean?
Yeah, it starts to tarnish.
Yeah.
Starts to go like black in play. I mean, I know of 3 collectors that use them, and 3, like one of them sold the piece for a massive profit before it darkened. The other one opened it. It was been in storage and kept for ages, like kept away from the minute it was done. And when they opened it up, it was starting to tarnish. So they quickly sold it before it was unusable. Yeah. And the other one started to have issues and sort of tried to get it corrected and repaired, but just couldn't be done. This is what happens over years.
Really
over years, like it's not going to happen in a minute, but in like 3 years, you're going to have a problem. 3 to 5 years, it's going to be. You've got to be careful, keep your eye on it. And the second you start to notice that something's up with it, get rid of it, sell it, and make a profit on it. And get rid. You have to
as well.
It's not been in this. Like these are people that have had them in their displays, and one of them, like I told you, didn't ever have it out. Like literally put it boxed. That I'm talking about. Don't have anything out.
Yeah.
Literally got out to take some pictures and was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was like pretty bad.
Yeah.
In all the creases and stuff like that. Where it starts to like blacken, starts to look funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I've seen on other pieces where you get like a black. Almost looks
chrome.
Like
chrome honestly scares the shit out of me. I admire anybody who's got the bollocks to do it, but I really would like to know how that's.
One piece was nice in chrome is Strife.
Yeah, maybe, but like I say, I saw a version of that. It looks amazing, but it's always scared me.
Yeah.
Because it's just I've never seen it. I've never seen it last.
Yeah.
And pretty much most of them chrome Silver Surfers now from Bowen from all them years ago, they're all fucked now. They're all starting to do that.
Well, you were offered one for free. And you turned it down.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I did. Because can't do that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Do the usual: like, comment, subscribe, share, And yeah, if you've got anything to ask us, put it in the comments below, and we will try and get back to you on that. Next week we'll probably do the awards. We'll try and do the awards next week if we can. We do need to put some time aside to do that. So hopefully we'll do that Wednesday or Thursday next week. So yeah, and we'll get it done. All right, guys. Good
God bless.
night, boys. Thank you for another good stream. Boom. Cheers, Josh. Take care.
Thanks, man. God
George,
bless.
Mad
Bye-bye.
King as well. Have a good holiday, everyone.